Whoa.
To die for.
To die for, brother?
I'm saying, I mean, the chicken was good. You know what I'm saying?
Can't you just say the chicken was good? Does it have to be to die for? That sounds a little effeminate.
Did you wear skinny jeans while you were eating the chicken?
Nah, I'm saying, I would say it was good, man.
Was it rainbow chicken?
Hold up, man. I just said the chicken was good.
Belt with a sparkly buckle on it while you eating?
Was the server doing a sissy bounce?
Man, I'm just saying, the chicken was good. Look, man, the chicken was good, no homo.
Nah, the time has passed for no homo.
You're supposed to say it before, brother.
It's like a disclaimer.
I can't say, I just said no homo, though. There's no regulation on when you can say no homo. What are y'all, like a regulatory governing body over no homo or something?
Brothers and sisters, don't get caught up. Don't let the homosexual poltergeist pull you in. We are the final front in the war against white sex. Stand strong. This African service announcement has been brought to you by Warner Horizon Radio.
Warner Horizon. You gotta love it.
No homo.
How you doing, brother? Can I get you one of these?
Sure, what's this about, brother?
We got a situation up in Delaware that's crazy right now, brother. Brothers are being lynched.
Oh, lynched? In 2012?
That's the same exact thing we said when we got the story.
So how'd you hear about it?
That's a good question. You know, there was a professor who was at Delaware State University named Dr. Jahi Issa. And to make a long story short, he was doing some research and educating the students on how they're trying to destroy and demolish HBCUs.
Oh, I went to Bowie State.
I went to Hampton University, so you know how the students were responding to that. And in the midst of sharing this information with the students, he stumbled upon the fact that they were actually lynching brothers in Dover, Delaware.
Oh, how come I didn't hear about this on CNN?
You didn't hear about it on CNN because this is an election year. Do you know who the state's attorney is for the state of Delaware?
Who would that be?
That would be Beau Biden. Beau Biden is the Vice President Joe Biden's son. So as you can see, this is an extremely political situation.
Understood. So what do you have to do with this?
We represent an organization called Warner Horizon. And what we do is we educate black people to the threat of white supremacy and teach our people how we can prepare for black survival.
No doubt. Much needed. Definitely gonna check this out. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Be safe out there, alright?
Alright, got it.
Man, oh, here we go again, man. Two gay dudes kissing on the bus. That's what I'm talking about. Why you gotta be, man, they trying to turn everybody gay. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Nah, brother, I really don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying, you see the bus, you see how they got the two dudes kissing on the joint. It's like commercials. Everywhere you go, everything gay. Youngers walking around with these little, the faggy fit jeans and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, brother, do you have hate in your heart?
What?
Yeah, that's not the Christianly thing to do. We should love our neighbors.
Man, I ain't loving no gay neighbors, Joe. It ain't say you gotta love your gay neighbors. It don't say love your neighbors. It don't say... I ain't talking about neighbors. I'm talking about faggies. So you saying you love faggies?
What I'm saying is, love is the most powerful force in the universe. And Jesus came to show us how we should love our brothers.
Man, you sounding real gay right now, talking about loving some brothers. Hold up, Joe. Look, if you want to tell me something, just let me know. I might be preaching to the choir, man. I'm saying, the faggies, you talking about loving, you know what, man? Forget this, man. I'm going to walk. Peace. Brothers and sisters, sometimes your arms is not long enough to box with Spooky in the sky. Spend your time where it's most useful. This is the African service announcement. Warner Horizon. We'll see you on the battlefield. Warner Horizon. You gotta love it.
Check 1 2 1 2. Let's get some volumes in here. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. My y'all for the great disaster. Don't get confused about my way of life. It's not gangster, it's militant, ill intent. I mastermind and leave a federal building bent. Build a tent and live in the wilderness. Shop in a tree branch, in a river spirit fish. I'm fearless. Every now and then you might find a video of me through my media pipeline. It's wartime. Check 1 2. The Irritated Genie. Southpaws in the house.
The feminization of a black male.
Yeah. It's a war of the horizon.
The feminization of a black male.
Let's go, Paul. They say Zeus descended as an eagle and kidnapped this young boy named Ganymede. We forced this young boy to be his lover. How sick is that? The Greek god known as Zeus was a twisted cat. They say he had many faces and wore many hats. Homosexuality accepted by blacks, but when I backtrack, I see no history of European trickery. We weren't involved in such white sex acts. You disagree, the burden's on you to prove it existed. In Africa, amongst the original Egyptians, show me bestiality and chemistry. Show me pyramids where homosexuality was represented. The image imprinted. You can't judge it, ain't called you are wrong. For fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song. Bring it on, in my heart. For fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song. Bring it on, in my heart. For fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song. Bring it on, in my heart. For fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song. Bring it on. Julius Caesar was every man's wife and every woman's husband. Columbus raped Indian boys by the dozen. The Middle Passage, blacks yelling and suffering across the Atlantic. Chained down in pain, somehow they survived. Although they feminized by the white bandits, death and disease left some slaves stranded, floating in the ocean where their bodies were examined by the sharks. And in the dark they would follow, waiting for a taste of this human cargo. Those sharks didn't swallow or put on sex bombs, made it forced to use white sex norms. Incest, sex with your cousin and your sister. How could you forget all that they done to us? Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. James Baldwin and William Styron were interracial homosexual lovers that decided to architect and construct a new version of Nat Turner's life that will marginalize them. Damn, Jay, how you do that? Team up with a cracker to downplay what Nat did with an axe to the master. You doing that tournament, the blacks. I read your poems, you had your hands up and cause other people to sing. If Nat Turner represent the dangerous road before Martin King, maybe you should review the roots. A literary genius, why'd you let this William come between us? Nat Turner lives, he'll always be seen as the meanest slave ever, crack a beat header. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. NAMLA, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, teamed up with gays and fought for rights. They all sick, one and the same. They think it's okay to screw boys at 14. They gone insane. Jump shot, dribble, bounce pass. It's all the same game. Blow the whistle. They foul fast, more than a little. And while we practicing their sex rituals, some say I'm spewing hate. I say they used African babies as alligator bait. Let me navigate up to 2008, 2009, 2010. They selling black kids to homosexual men. And Lesbos too, man, we gotta step in. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla in a song? Bring it on. Am I wrong for fighting this 10,000-pound gorilla?
My ancestors woke me up this morning. They said, son, you do know what time it is, don't you? I said, what time is that? They said it's wartime, so welcome to the war front, brothers and sisters. Oh, I know you're doing fantastic out there this evening. I was just made aware we have our friends, our family, our brothers, and as Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad said, and others. They said we have our family and friends, and we probably going to have some enemies, and some, I just learned a new term, some frenemies. They pretend like they're your friends, but they really don't like you up under the belt. But that's all right, because we're going to have a fantastic program tonight where we've heard the other side. Now you get to hear from the irritated, and then you get to even go further and call in and comment. And, hey, you get to say what you want. This is really the First Amendment right to the African Constitution, where we have an African right to free speech here on War on the Horizon. Basic rules for some new brothers and sisters who've never tuned in. We do not allow, under any circumstances, for any reason, the N-word to be used. That word, in our estimation, in our opinion, and we believe that opinion to be fact, is a word that's designed to do damage to the character and context of self-respect for African people, and it will not be tolerated. But other than that, you can say you think I'm crazy, is you the craziest person you have. You can say whatever you want on this airways. We also try to minimize profanity, though. The reason being, not that none of us use profanity, but the reality is that many brothers and sisters, in order to get good information, they sit around the table with their children. Many of them got 4-year-olds and 8-year-olds right now. They all sitting around the table with families, grandmothers, and things like that. So we ask you to be mindful that we have black people of all ages and all perspectives, and they understand. We don't give no love for no bootlicking shines here, no cracker lovers, and we don't bend over backwards for no love for no devils or nothing like that. We hate our enemies because we love ourselves, but at the same time, we want to speak in a respectful tone because we have to understand that we want the entire black family to be able to hear this, digest it, and make their own decision which direction they want to go. So I'm not going to go any further with that. Just want to thank everyone who's been supportive through this process and has always been supportive, and the reason that we're here and able to do what we're doing. Before we get into the program, and I don't want to belabor the moment, but this is important. We got some new information from a Warner Horizon member who actually did some very, very intense research. And so I got to share this before we start the program. And then we were going to go into that tonight, but we're not going to have time to go into it heavy tonight. But you got to hear something. I'm about to play a clip for you. One of our Warner Horizon supporters listening, we had all heard that when Zimmerman went out, the small hat went out, small hat Zimmerman, and murdered our young brother, our baby, Trayvon Martin, that he had used the word and called him a coon. And the brother said he didn't hear that. And so what he did, because he works in the studio, he actually took the clip and he increased the levels because he was listening, trying to hear where he called him a coon. And he said he didn't hear that, but he did hear something else that was extremely infuriating. And I'm going to play this clip, and I will make it available to the brothers and sisters so you can spread this to our Facebook so people can just see how insidious this is. I want you to listen. I'm going to play it twice. It's 15 seconds. As Zimmerman is calling the police, talking about going out and murdering our young brother Trayvon Martin, you're going to hear in the beginning of the clip as he loads his clip in his gun, cocks it, and hits the hammer to make sure it's right. Hit the side of the gun about 3 times. Listen to it for yourself. Go get the original tape. Listen very intently. You'll hear it in a faint manner on that one. You'll still hear it, though. This brother increased the level so you can hear everything. Now we can hear definitively that this is premeditated murder in our estimation based on what we hear in this tape. I'm going to play it one time. It's 15 seconds. Then I want you to listen to it and hear it again. And for those out there that are saying, we know he murdered the young man, why are we doing this? Look, until we get what we feel is justice, which the only thing can be justice for the murder of our son, if we lost a life in this, I'm assuming that everybody out there, and I'm just making an assumption, I'm not making any advocacy for this. I'm just saying I'm assuming that there are people who believe that there's an I and there's for another I, and that if a black person is murdered, I'm assuming that there are black men and women who feel whoever murders that black person has forfeited their right to live on this planet. And so many people are probably wondering why George Zimmerman, the small hat who murdered Trayvon Martin, is alive. I want you to hear this clip.
What's your last name? Zimmerman. And George, what's the phone number you're calling from? 407-435-2400. All right, George, would you have them on the way? Do you want to meet with the officer when they get out there?
Now I'm going to play it one more time so you can hear it from the beginning. He actually is preparing the gun for the murder of our brother while he's on the phone with the police.
What's your last name? Zimmerman. And George, what's the phone number you're calling from? 407-435-2400. All right, George, would you have them on the way? Do you want to meet with the officer when they get out there?
So we wanted to play that because we thought that was relevant. We still think that it's relevant, and we want to definitely talk about that at a later date and try to get some clarity on what that means. Does this mean that it was purely premeditated? And if so, the question then becomes, why is his mother and father and the Negro attorneys why is everybody playing possum in this situation with just open, cold-blooded murder when we should be outraged as a race of people, sending the message that we are not comfortable with people going out, or not people, but with monsters going out and killing our babies. With that said, brothers and sisters, I know tonight you're interested in hearing about this situation. It is a very interesting story. And what I figured we do for the new listeners that are listening, we go for about the first hour and we have some dialogue, and then we bring in the callers. The phone number 760-569-7676. Again, that's 760-569-7676. And then the participation code, 948-656-pound. That's 948-656-pound. Bear with me tonight, brothers and sisters, because we got to kind of tell the story. So if we go a little bit past the 8 o'clock hour with the dialogue, just bear with me. I can be a little long-winded. But we definitely coming to you so you can come in here and say what you have to say. And if we have to be up to 12 o'clock tonight, we're going to go through every call to let every African give your 2 cents or your 25 cents, whatever it is you have to give in on this situation, and share your perspective. So we want to hear from you, brothers and sisters. Even for the new callers, just speak your mind tonight. Come on in. Be respectful to the forum, and we're going to give you an opportunity to say what you think on this subject as well. Definitely I want to first say thank you, and I'm going to get right into this. But I see a lot of people who've been around, and I didn't know if people were going to get nervous and scared when this thing went down and you weren't going to call, but I see some very familiar faces, which means we are truly a black family here, because nobody got scared. That's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, some of y'all don't normally call, but you said, oh, tonight, Irritated gonna need that support. So I'm calling in to let them know, yo, I'm staying in the background, Genie, but tonight I got to show you that love to let you know you got some soldiers out here and some sisters that love you. I know what y'all coming with. I can already predict it. They tell me I have an eye into the future, and I see the future of this conversation's coming through with some of y'all saying it's my first time calling, but we love what y'all doing over at One Horizon. And let's go ahead and break it down. What happened? You seeing a lot of stuff on CNN. You see, matter of fact, you know what? Let me just go ahead so we don't get it confused. Let me just go ahead and play a clip from CNN for those who might not be into the media and you have no idea what's going on right now. I can go ahead and play for you what people are hearing about the Irritated Genie so you can understand why we having this program. It said the Irritated Genie speaks out to give his side of the story. Let's take a listen.
We need warriors, militant kickers.
His name is Ayo Kimanthi, 39 years old, and what's troubling many is that he's a federal law enforcement employee with the Department of Homeland Security in Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
That's how we gonna put a foot in this cracker's ass and bring an end to him on planet Earth with black male aggression.
But it's his moonlighting videos on the internet that are attracting attention.
Ain't nobody gonna be allowed to confuse us and make us think that when we see a black man that's a warrior, that we looking at a homo, and when we looking at a homo that's talking black talk, that we looking at a black man.
His website, called War on the Horizon, says its purpose is preparing black people for an unavoidable clash with the white race.
He's propagating some serious hate, including the mass extermination of whites. He's got anti-gay, anti-Semitic material on there. It's really, really extreme.
The liberal-leaning Southern Poverty Law Center says Mr. Kimanthi is the individual known on internet web videos as the Irritated Genie, a fiery black nationalist.
No, brother, we mad at the white boy. That's okay.
And while there are thousands of hate videos and websites, what makes War on the Horizon different is the apparent connection to a government employee.
You can't, as an employee of DHS, just do whatever you want. You have to report this kind of material, given the sensitive nature of the law enforcement work.
ICE put out a statement. ICE does not condone any type of hateful rhetoric or advocacy of violence of any kind against anyone. Every ICE employee is held to the highest standard of professional and ethical conduct. Accusations of misconduct are investigated thoroughly, and if substantiated, appropriate action is taken. But both left and right have strong reactions, including Sarah Palin, who called it unflipping believable. We reached out to Mr. Kimanthi both on the phone today and by email with no response. He apparently wasn't at work. Government employees in these types of situations have to get clearances for outside activities, but the Department of Homeland Security would not comment when we asked whether Mr. Kimanthi had fully disclosed the nature of his outside activities, and so far no indication from the government that he's been suspended or placed on administrative leave.
I have a feeling they'll be looking into this one pretty thoroughly, yeah.
We need warriors.
All right, brothers and sisters. So the jig is up. Our superhero has been unmasked, and yeah, no more walking around under the cloak of apparent secrecy. It is what it is. I want to talk a little bit to start off with, just for some clarification purposes of how we got to this point here, and then get into the program. One thing I can say, I cannot talk in depth about anything in my job situation, so I won't be doing that. However, I can talk in general about life and how things work, and you will be able to understand the general gist of how circumstances occur, and you will get the story that you need to get to have the understanding that you would want to have about what's going on with this situation. So I'll give you that. Let me give you a little bit of background of how this is going on. I've been doing race work for quite some time, and I made a decision back in 2003 to leave my job, the only career I'd known, coming out of college. Got a career in doing some type of work with the government, basic paperwork. It's a paperwork type of job. It had nothing to do with law enforcement whatsoever. However, being in Washington, D.C., you're going to work for a federal government agency or a district government agency if you work here for the most part. So, or a company that supports those things. That's just how it is if you're in this area. For people that live here, you know that. So, did that, left my job, wrote the book, War on the Horizon, Black Resistance to the White Sex Assault. For 6 years, I was out here working for myself. Did not anticipate. I knew when I left the government, I was making about, actually, I left, was making 78. Then I got a little job doing support for the government, making 85. So I was running my way to 100,000. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out down to zero. But I'm going to go out here and do some race work. And I figured I'd make 20, 30,000 a year just selling my DVDs. But I just, figure out how I was going to do whatever. And what happened is I did not, we were doing video tapes at that time. I wasn't with War on the Horizon. But I was with another organization, and I was going to sell those videotapes. And I never anticipated that our people would steal them. Met individuals out there in the world, gave them the videos saying, yo, we do this, write us, give us a call. We can put this out. We can work out a good deal. You can make money. And found out some years later that people all throughout New York, they would see me and say, man, is this you, brother? I've changed my life based on what I heard you do. And I'm like, nah, we don't send no stuff up to New York. And they're like, everybody in New York got your stuff. And I was like, wow. I mean, I actually, just to give a little bit of light to the situation, I actually went up to New York, man, and I actually stood at the cat's table named Sonetta. And I'm a little hurt by this whole thing on this part of the story, so bear with me. Sometimes I didn't realize when I talk about this how bitter and how painful it is for me. But I actually seen this cat one day, man, standing out on the corner, and I was counting the number of effeminization of the black male and other videos from the organization I was with, and master teacher videos. I was counting them, and it was like an hour I stood there, and he sold like 20 or 30 of them, and he was selling them for like $15, $20. So we talking like $600 in like an hour. I say at least 400 of it that would have been mine for the work I did, but he taking the money, putting it in his pocket, and going home and feeding himself and his family, and not having the regard to do the slightest type of contribution to me for, spending my life. I left my $85,000 a year to do it, and I'm like, I ain't asking for 85, but can I get 5? You know what I'm saying? But long story short, that was a real painful process, but it is what it is. By 2009, it got to the point where I wasn't going to have any money left. So without getting into the whole story, I had to go get a gig. I had to go do what I knew how to do professionally. I had a good name in the industry, called a couple of friends. They found out I was looking to get back in the job place, and they was like, oh, he trying to get this done. People need to have him. So they contacted the people that was there, told me to come on in. I came in there to do what I was doing, got moved around, got into a position where I was able to help people. And got a job that really helped me help people. That's what I do now. So now it's not a race job, but I can help the little guy. I can help the person that needed the most so that the big guys can't swallow it all up. It's kind of my job without being able to describe exactly what I do. But basically, I help the people who need the most help get the help they need. So we had a radio. When we first started doing these radio programs like we're doing now, I didn't know how to do no radio with this electronic stuff. So there was a guy out there that was, we'd done a few interviews with, and so we asked him if he wanted to join up or whatever, and he came on board to help us out, get the boards going, get the information out there. And we had a disagreement. The brother actually he made a suggestion. We were going to talk about For Colored Girls, the movie For Colored Girls that just came out. We were going to talk about that. And there's some black-on-black violence that happened around that time. So I don't know if it was Sean Bell, but we were going to merge it all together and do a program right around Thanksgiving. And he was like, nah, why don't we do a program since it's Thanksgiving called, would it be justice if whites got genocide? With genocide to whites for what they've done to everybody around the world, would that be justice? So I was like, yo, that would be a good program. That makes sense. I mean, that's a fair question. We can ask that. Would it be justice? So I called up the king. We was down with the king, King Samir, and we had a couple other brother Louis Ali. We was all on there having that discussion and dialogue. And what happened is, it got to the point with Brother King Samir, I guess that's his kind of topic. You know how they go. Brother King was getting down so thorough, just talking about how just it would be based on their behavior. Literally, y'all know Irritated. I can talk. I can talk. I just stopped talking. I just like, I'm a student in the classroom right now. King is in his element, and he was just getting it. And so when it was all said and done, people were like, yo, we got to have that tape, man. King Samir was dropping it, Genie. He was giving love. So I called up the brother who had decided to do the program. And I don't say his name because I really do get really hurt by this. I get angry by this one because this is how it all started. So I called him up and said, look, we need to get a copy of the program so we can send it out. People loving. They said King Samir was dropping it, and I heard it in his voice. He was like, well, I didn't think it was constructive at all. I didn't like nothing he had to say. I was like, yeah, well, we all got our opinions on whatever, but the brother was dropping it tonight. That's how the people feel. Let's give them what they want. He was like, well, I want to do a program asking why he didn't get locked up by a holder and all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh, nah, we a team here. We wouldn't shed light of confusion on each other like that. We're not going to do that. So he said, look, that's what I want to do. I'm not part of no team. I want to get the information out. I said, well, look, if anybody would ask any questions about if anybody's an agent, hey, I work for such and such agency. I'm the one that people would think was an agent. He said, well, that's a good point, too. He said, I want to do a program about that. I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to have a program on my station that I pay for questioning whether or not I'm working on behalf of black people or my natural enemy. And he said, well, if that's a problem, I'm going to do it. I said, well, I respectfully understand, if you have to move on, but you can't do that here. So he moved on and he did the program. And he started doing the program, telling people, go ahead, here's where he worked, here's his address. It was way past what I thought it would be. I thought he would just ask the question. He gave my full name, put my name, my real name, attaching it to Irritated Genie. Because see, the two was not attached nowhere. So if you go on the internet, put one in, they don't hit each other. This was the first time that the two hit each other, and he put it out on the internet. Told people to call my supervisors, blah, blah, blah. So when that happened, it wasn't but a couple of weeks later, I got a few phone calls from people that need to let me know what I need to know. And some people in person, and they basically said, yeah, they're looking at you, right? I was like, dang. So I knew where it came from and everything. I was like, okay. And, brother was trying to figure out what he was going to do. And I never forget, it was an elder. I won't say who it was, but when I told him what happened, and I said, yeah, they're going to get rid of me soon. He said, son, you ain't been doing this long, have you? And I was like, what you talking about? He said, they're not getting rid of you, son? He said, this the U.S. government. He said, they watch people that they think could be an issue, son. Don't you understand? They way more sophisticated than we are. They not like us. They not knee-jerk reactors. They don't just knee-jerk react. They gonna watch you. Say, think, son, if they see if you make any mistakes, son. He said, he told me point blank, he said, you might as well stay, because it doesn't matter what you do, they're gonna be watching you. He said, but it'll help you walk a better fine line to be there anyway, because you know you can't do nothing too far outside of the pocket because you don't have no room to do it. He said, stay. He said, they happy to watch you because they want to learn you. They want to learn your moves. They want to see if you're a criminal. They want to see if you a degenerate. They want to see what your weaknesses are. He said, they're going to look at you every day, all day. You don't know who looking. So you just walk a fine line. You do your job. And they're not going to never say nothing to you unless they have to. He said, as long as it don't get out in the public, what's going on, he said, they got you right where they want you. If they ever decide that you've done something illegal or out of bounds, they don't have to come get you. I'll never forget he said that. He said, they can wait for you to come to work. They know you're going to get there on time, and they'll be sitting there waiting for you. They don't even got to spend the resources to send nobody to your house, son. He said, you ain't got nothing to worry about from that perspective. They not, he said, but don't ever forget this, too. He did say this. Don't ever think because you don't hear nothing that they don't know. They know, and they watch you all the time, but they're going to put you to sleep. I remember him saying that. He said, and you're going to get so comfortable, just don't forget, son, because if you make a mistake, you're going to go down. So I just made a decision. I ain't making no mistakes, and I haven't made any mistakes. I do what I'm supposed to do. So, but everybody around the job knew, but the whites knew, but I got to admit, I have to admit, white folks are cool hand Luke. They got a system that works for them. They ain't saying people. They just watch. Got along, doing the job so much, really, I was almost asleep. You know, I'm there sleeping. And for a lot of people trying to figure out, well, how did all this happen? Some conspiracy? It was this, that, and what made it happen? I'm going to tell y'all, I can't go into it in detail, but I'm going to tell you, it's the funniest thing. Not funny, but it was just an evil-doing Negro. I'm going to tell y'all, just like there's nothing sophisticated about it. No, there's superheroes and there's supervillains. Wherever you got a superhero, there's a supervillain. It's just Batman, Robin, there's Batman, the Dark Knight, there's a Joker. That's just what it is. And this evildoer Negro just decided he didn't want me there. And for 4 years, I kind of just dodged him. You know, I'm kind of good with them moves. You know, he go one way, I go the other way. I keep him off me. But he got a couple of light-in-the-head Negroes around him, a couple of dumb devils under his belt that he could get to support him. He started coming after me. I started coming with the hard moves, ducking them, dodging them again. And it got to the point he's like, he was going to go all the way and win. So he just basically... he went to the caves and got a Becky, and say, look, this ain't working how we doing it. Just go directly to the press, give them what they need. And basically, they went to the press, which is where you work. You're not supposed to do that, but it doesn't matter if they don't follow the rules. It's only if I don't follow the rules. But I follow the rules, so they don't have nothing on me. So that was like, can't do nothing. He got it. So they just broke the rules. It is what it is. What can I do? So they broke the rules. I mean, they're going to pay for it. But I'm going to charge them for it. You know, you break the rules, you do got to pay the penalty. I'm going to charge them. But they broke the rules, and they did what they did. And now, boom, you see what you're seeing and you hear what you hear. So that pretty much give a kind of a history of, pretty much what has happened. It's gotten out there now. And I think basically for the organization, they like really not happy because they like, this one thing, when I'm comfortable there, yeah, I'm trying to save my people, but how hard am I pushing? Because I don't have my back against the wall. So they like, he's marginally relevant, not really popular. Just watch. Now it's not that same thing. And so even though it was their own that created the problem, now it changes everything for everybody. So changes things for me as well. So now we're in a situation where, you know who I am. I know who you are. Y'all already knew who I was if you're on this line now. But I do want to say something, one more rule. This is a new rule. Didn't have to say this rule before because it wasn't out there. Yeah, my name is Ayo Kimanthi. That's like my birth name, my given name, but my title is the Irritated Genie. If you don't call me by my title or you call me by anything other than my title, I'm going to hang up on you and I'm going to ban you from the station. I don't play these games. I want respect. It's my station. It's our station for all our brothers and sisters, but I'm saying at the end of the day, I pay for it. And I ain't going to pay for nobody to disrespect me. So I know my normal listeners ain't going to do that, but if you're a new listener you like, well, don't make the mistake, because and it doesn't matter how old you are, young you are, accident or on purpose. I want my title. I've earned it. You know what I'm saying? I've earned my title. It's the Irritated Genie. So we say, hey, Genie, brother Genie, or whatever. Or brother Irritated, that don't say my other name because I don't know you. Just that simple. If I know you, then you already know don't say my other name, because you can say that when you see me in the street. What's up? Ayo, that's cool. But this ain't Ayo. This is Irritated Genie. And that's the basic amount of simple respect I expect. What I want to do now, because I know people, want to get on here, but I really want to let you hear, now that this has happened, some of the responses, because I would not have been able to predict some of the things that have been happening. So what I'm going to do, instead of just running my mouth all the way time, I'm going to let you hear it for yourself. So first, I'm going to start off with, you heard the CNN News report, so should I play that again, or should I just go ahead? People got that. Okay, they got that. All right, so you already heard what the news had to say about it. Let's go to some of the phone calls, because, of course, the pressmen calling up, harassing everybody I know. I mean, I met with the Secret Service this morning. They came and said, we got to holler at you, cuz. I said, hey, man, you know where I'm at. Let's do it. And they came out, and they grilled me and everything like that. It wasn't no findings, so they said, okay, well, we got it. We got the information we needed. And so I've been getting through it. I've been getting called. I must be a very important person these days, because a lot of my friends are calling pretty regularly, but a lot of my enemies are calling a little more regularly. But these are the War on the Horizon phones, so you can hear kind of the change from the normal day-to-day. How you doing, brother? We love the work you're doing. Can you reach out to us and figure out how we get your products? Things have changed a little bit. Let's see how they changed.
Sent yesterday, Wednesday, August 21st at 7:51 p.m. from phone number 202-895-5999. Duration 33 seconds.
Hey, this is Jamil calling from Channel 9 News in Washington, D.C. I was looking for Ayo Kimanthi. We'd like to speak to you about the War on the Horizon website and events and movement. Give us a call here at the station at 202-895-5700. Again, this is Jamil over at Channel 9 News, and you can speak to anybody who will answer the phone. Just give us a call, 202-895-5700. Thanks. Bye-bye.
End of message. Sent yesterday, Wednesday, August 21st at 8:28 p.m. from phone number 678-222-1213. Duration 54 seconds.
Just curious if you preaches hate and works for the government. I should think sucks on the nipple of the government. I mean, if he's got this creative leadership about preaching hate, can he quit sucking on that nipple there? Just curious. Preaching hate, it's just another person preaching hate. Goes the other way through. But because it's a black man that preaches it, it's okay. A white man preaches it, it's a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I fall somewhere in the middle since I'm Hispanic, but I just think it's wrong all the way. Care to have any kind of discussion about how the black man was chosen to be his
p.m. from phone number 78522249930. Duration 1 minute.
So, see you on the battlefield, war on the horizon. I'm confused. Are you sort of race war? What is this about? I really don't understand what your agenda is. Have you not noticed that 95% of whites are legally armed and are just waiting for this invitation? Have a nice day and bring it.
Sent yesterday, Wednesday, August 21st at 11:34 p.m. from phone number 78522249930. Duration 1 minute 10 seconds.
What sent you to the war on the horizon, the race front war, from the three kids down in Oklahoma? I believe they're African American. That just picked a white guy who was jogging down the street and shot him for fun. At the start of the race war, what's your position on that? Do you have anything to say? Is what you're advocating? Is that the beginning of the race war? You're a bunch of damn hypocrites. You think you're persecuted as being black? Three black guys stalked and hunted down a white guy and shot him in the back. Race war? Let's get it on.
End of message. Sent today, Thursday, August 22nd at 9:31 a.m. Duration 47 seconds.
Hi there. My name is Barbie Chopper reporting on HollywoodFoxNews.com. It is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. And I'm doing a story regarding the Genie and basically this new website this new report from the Southern Poverty Law Center and some of the accusations that they are making against your organization, and we're going to get your side of it so we can have a more balanced report. If you can give me a call back, my number here is 202-824-6553, 202-824-6553. Again, this is Barney. I'm calling with FoxNews.com in DC. Thank you.
Sent today, Thursday, August 22nd at 9:45 a.m. Duration 19 seconds.
So you niggers want war? We'll meet you on the battlefield, you black-ass bastards. We outnumber you big time. You fucking bunch of sorry-ass, low-life fucking niggers. Fuck all you black bastards.
End of message.
All right, so we certainly hear the spirited Europeans giving their perspective on what's happening, and I know some brothers and sisters out there, wow, that's some hatred. Hey, man, look, if our ancestors got dragged over here on those slave ships, which they did, you can imagine that there was a lot more hatred then than anything that we just heard on there, and if our ancestors could go through that, then I should be able to take this. So, okay, and what I want brothers and sisters to do now, let me know, because I know that some of those clips were a little, might have been a little difficult to hear, but if the program is not continuing with my voice, if that's not coming through clearly, then let me know. Please send us a text, let us know if the program is not coming through clearly, because we definitely want people to hear it. But one of the very interesting things that happened, and that was, in my estimation, which is why I feel honored with this situation. Out of every possible day that this could have all happened. I noticed you kept hearing the date. Yesterday, August 21st. August 21st. I really, really know that, you know, we've been talking about Nat Turner. We've been bringing that spirit of our ancestor back up. We've been honoring him as the Son of God, as the living God on planet Earth. He is to warn the horizon what Jesus is to a Christian. And we've been constantly praising him and praising Boukman Duddy and praising John Jacques Dessalines and Harriet Tubman and Nanny of Jamaica, and giving homage to our ancestors who fought for the liberation and independence of African people. And as a clear indication of their appreciation for us, knowing that it would be the greatest possible honor to our people. Would you believe, brothers and sisters, that our enemies struck and attacked us and were able to come full-fledged forward and tell us the kind of hatred and venom they have for us on no other day than on the day of rebellion for African people, the holy day. I had taken off work that day and prayed in that morning that I could get a sign that we were doing the right thing and that we weren't just going this direction and that there would be no clearing, that we would see no advancement. And this happened, and I forgot about what I had asked for that on that turn of day that morning, because I was in such a fight with other things I was dealing with that day. And then somebody had to remind me when all of this started coming down and the threats and the death threats and the news and everything, and they said, you know what day this is? And I just started screaming, man. I just said, thank my ancestors. I said, I'm never going to stop. They told me that that's the only sign I ever needed in my life. I'm done. I don't need no more signs. I'm plowing forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't need no more signs, ancestors. That ain't what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying, though. But I'm saying I know that we're doing the right thing. We have to survive. We have to save our people, save our race. And they're calling on us to get more aggressive to do that. So it was an honor, a greater honor than anything else I could think of that could have happened. That on the day of my ancestor, the holy day of Nat Turner, that my enemies would be surrounding me on all fronts and say that they hate me, and that I'm relevant enough for them to hate. And it's an honor and a privilege that I can never repay my ancestors for. So we heard that. Now I want to do something I think is going to be real interesting, because I'm going to read some emails to you, brothers and sisters, and you're going to find some of these emails to be very, very, very interesting. Now, of course, if I actually try to read you the number of hate emails, that would not be possible. I mean, I've been called more N-words and one around. We've been called more N-words than a rap video. You know what I'm saying? We've been called more N-words than a rap video. I mean, this is more N-words than a gangster rap. I mean, it's really, 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 I mean, these Europeans have been serious. So I'm going to just read one or two of those, because those are not really that. You already know, you N-word this, you N-word that, die, we're going to cut all of you, we're going to chop you up, we're going to throw you off bridges. Just all of this standard racist Euro stuff. So I'm not going to read many of those. I'm going to read you some very interesting comments that you're going to say, wow, I think you're going to find them as interesting as I did, because, and it's only one of them that really shook me. Like, I wasn't expecting it. I'm pretty good at predictions. People know me. They talk, you say, yeah, the brother always try to predict everything. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty good at predicting. There's one comment of all, and when we get there, I'll tell you where a European got me, because I said I never thought about that angle. I mean, he hit me with an angle that was so bad, I was like, I'm gonna say a black man told him that, because I ain't giving no credit for that, but I had to give him some credit on that. But let's go through some of these comments. Here we have Alicia Caldwell. Good afternoon. I'm trying to reach, got my government name in there, or anyone else associated with War on the Horizon who could address allegations made today by the Southern Poverty Law Center that the organization is operated by, they say my government name again, the Small Business Contact with, then they say that where I work, and advocates for a war among the races. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers. So that was one there. So that's just a basic one. Let me see what else we got here. Let me go to my next one. Let's go to Cadillac. Cadillac, they say race war. I pray that your race war makes it to my doorstep before it's stomped out. Be sure to make your peace with God before you come. We have a whole lot of white boys and a whole lot of bullets. Can't wait to see those SHIT boxes with 52-inch wheels pull up. Us white boys love target practice. Hope to see you soon. I'm going to tell you, man, the only reason I read that one, I know I said I'm not going to read a bunch of these, but some of these crackers are funny, man. I got to give them credit. Crackers say, we're not going to roll up stuff. We're going to roll up with some 52-inch wheels. While he eating his jelly sandwich doing target practice, we rolling up in the 52s. I said, okay, it's pretty funny, Cracker. I'm going to read that one online for you. So, Cracker made the war on the horizon with that one. Let's go to Mark Butler. He has now this is a white individual, and the title of his is African Genocide in Progress. You might want to read Peter Duisberg's book, Inventing the AIDS Virus. To push to get people in Africa to consume anti-AIDS drugs is a deadly campaign of genocide against all Africans. Duisberg is a microbiologist who demonstrates the true cause of the autoimmune disease amongst sodomites, recreational drugs, and shows the sham that is African AIDS. Please read this book and spread the words. We stopped hearing about AIDS deaths in that population because the deviants took his observations to heart. White elite are definitely working hard to wipe out the African babies, African tribes. They enslaved them through minimum wage laws, welfare, their state-run schools. They are locked in rape cages for the choice of herbs they want to consume. At every turn, they seek to chain all who seek self-ownership, self-determination, and freedom. I am Celt. That means a Celtic. That's like Irish or something like that. A Celt. They did the same thing to the clans of Scotland, the Celts in Gaul, and in Ireland. They are trying with the tribes of Afghan, and they do it in Africa as well. Do not let your appetites be the guiding force for your ethics. That is where sexual deviance come from. I would like to see you all with your own nation, just as I, as a Southern nationalist, would love to see an Anglo-Celtic nation for my people, but without the murderous rampage you anticipate. The white elites want you to lash out in violence and to vent your rage with a bloody rampage. They have staged you. They want to wipe you all out. If you pursue this path, you will lose the one weapon your enemies do not have, a clear conscience. Christ's peace, Mark Butler. Then he ends it with, the times are never so bad that a good man cannot live in them. Sir Thomas More. All right, so that's the devil there saying, I don't know exactly what he's saying, but you heard what he had to say. Let's see, we got Laz Bronsky. First of all, yes, I am a Caucasian white, however you want to say it. I came across your website because it seems a story about you made the Drudge Report. Actually, this was the first time I was able to get through to the page because your server overload. So I must not have been the only one curious. I'm not a religious fanatic nor am I an atheist. I browsed a few links of your site, and I'm with you on the homosexual thing. I almost cried laughing when Obama was in Africa and he was basically told to go pound sand and keep your sickness in the United States. I'm not a violent person, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. He doesn't like the fag. That's basically saying, let's see. Fast forward a year and a half, wonder what changed his mind. I've read some interesting things about Obama before he was even state senator in Illinois. I read something about Larry Sinclair. I'm not even going to bother reading the rest of the site. It seems, according to the article that brought me here, this site is pretty much a white hate group. Hey, to each his own. Just wanted to comment on the United States becoming a gay nation. Since Russian President Putin has outlawed anything considered even near homosexual behavior, all or a lot of gay Russians are coming to the United States and applying for asylum because they are gay. I'm 43 years old, and just in my time on this earth, I have never seen this country change for the worse more than in the last 5 years. P.S. Not all whites are racist and anti-black. Just keep that in mind. Take care. All right. So let's go. And I got a lot of them to read, but let me just fast forward and see the ones that's kind of juicy here. I didn't know it would take this long, but I think it's interesting for people just to hear the kind of different things that are going on. Let's see. All right, this is angelic. It's kind of long, so I can't go with it, but it's titled, I agree with a good portion of what you have to say. Let's see the things that they said in here that were really, really relevant, because they did say some relevant. Okay, here we go. Well, with all the corruption in D.C. and Jews for Israel, and people like Dianne Feinstein wanting to take your guns from Americans, as well as spying on us Americans and giving more than $40 billion a year to Israel people, we'll have enough of a big explosion. Essentially, this individual here was saying, okay, white Jews are the ones that started to bring the blacks as slaves to America. They are the communists, the pornographers, the pedophiles, gay promoters, thieves, and control 90% of the media. TV, newspapers, radio, movie industry, music industry, and publishing companies. Now the white Jews that are to be blamed are the Protestant wasps that are the slaves of Jews. Have you ever seen a bad Jew or a Jew called a villain through the movie industry? No. They are always the victims and the money baggers behind the problems. So you are wondering what I'm getting to. The ones in the center of the trouble I write about, including the Atlantic slave trade, are the Jews and Israel. All right, so we got that. So they basically telling us, look, we're not the bad guys. What the Jews say, everybody blaming on them? I think they're right. Some people do blame them for stuff. Let's see. One Euro said, I'll see you on the battlefield and blow your effing head off. That's Coke Build. All right. Otis Harmon. Why do you racist bastards have the Honorable Marcus Garvey on your ignorant site? I thought that was interesting. We got a European wondering why we got Marcus Garvey on our site. So they think that somehow that Marcus Garvey is a friend of theirs. I got another cracker. This is a tough crack in the South. Jason Ratliff. Bring your war south of the Mason-Dixon line. We have the grandest of live oaks that are looking for ornaments like you. So he talking about, he said his ancestors hung black people from trees, and he looking to do the same thing. Let's see. Matthew Napier. This is kind of funny. I would like to make 3 wishes. First wish, I wish that black people would stop talking in the movie theaters. Second wish, I wish that black people would turn down their stereos. And 3, I wish that black people would stop being so good at basketball and stop raping white babies. Now, I don't get that one, but we are pretty good at basketball, so I give them that one. Let's go to, now this is really deep. This is a Negro, and the Negro's name is Ed Burris. And Ed Burris says, I'm black and you ain't nothing but a piece of black shit, garbage, that gives the rest of us a bad name. You don't like Obama. Carry your black shitty ass back to your homeland, N-word. You are so effing stupid. That's my opinion. And then he gives another expletive. And the subject is ugly ass N-word. And this coming from a black person. Let's go to Matt Beard. This is one. I've only got a few more, brothers and sisters, but I just want to give you an idea of the kind of things that are coming through. This one is kind of long. So I'm just going to go to the important part. What is it? Okay. I have just reviewed some of the material you post on your site, and in a certain respect, I agree with you. But in another, I think you are missing the mark completely. Poverty, race, and the homosexual agenda are not a white conspiracy. I think there are whites all over the U.S. and other parts of the world that would agree with you that the system is purposely manipulating entire populations to accept and perpetuate behavior that creates poverty and disease. The people who are really behind all of this agenda are multiracial, albeit most of them are white, but when you look at the power elite at the United Nations, it's racially diverse. Barack Obama is a case in point who belies your basic postulates and Ban Moon, Kofi Annan. What about the Congressional Black Caucus right here in the U.S. who will advance anything progressive even when they know it is damaging their own people, their own constituents? I think you are close. You are right on track, but you have diverted from the whole truth by the race aspect. Blah, 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 blah. You as a role model to others in the black community who would never give thought to the idea would be best able to open their eyes to the agenda of willful servitude of the elite for the chump change of welfare check and a free cell phone. The willful submission at the loss of self-reliance and pride in your personhood. Blah, 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 blah. So if there is a coming war, it will be the global elite versus the sovereign man and woman who simply wish to live free. So basically he's saying, look, we are against these homos too. It's the elite that's doing it, blah, blah, blah. DM Weston. Just a few more brothers and sisters, and then we're going to finish up, and then we're going to go to our phone lines. DM Weston. Just wanted you to know that I wholeheartedly support your movement. Such education and preparations are long overdue. I've seen the comments on Facebook since the news broke of the Irritated Genie employment. Truly shows the ignorant hatred by many whites. But I must tell you that we are not all of such bigoted mindsets. Yes, I am white, of Anglo-European descent. I'm also a victim of white sex abuse and just wanted to show my support for your battle. It is undeniable that the black races are repressed and victims of such a conspiracy. The whole world benefits from strong and healthy Africans. And he spelled it with a K. Peace to you, D. Martin. I know, I'm looking at it too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, you know. He said, we wish you were running the show. All right, this is from Joshua Hall. And this comes from, I wanted to read this one because I thought this was important just to show how all of this integrationist stuff is coming down. I just wanted to say thank you. My foster brother is black and my two beautiful nephews are mixed. I am a proud white man. Your website is setting back black people so far that whites like my family and I will have to keep helping and taking care of black people you are hurting. I won't pretend to be smarter than you because odds are I'm not. But I can tell you that I'm a lot better human being than you are. I love every color and teach I teach that in my family. Most of you people on here have created your own false problems with whites. But good luck building your army because if God doesn't stop you, then people like me will, and hopefully without a war. And please don't take this as hate mail. So now the cracker throwing his little threat like, I'm going to stop you. So he got his guns, you know what I'm saying? You know, but then he wants to turn it back around and Christianize it. Okay, I saw that little left hook and then the right come back. This is more of a I feel sad email. I wish you guys on the website could look past the whites who did hurt you and see all is not bad. Blah, blah, blah. Please stop. Okay. This one is the one that got me. And matter of fact, let me read this one and then I'm going to read the one that really got me. All right. Just two emails, two more to read. Why do you appear, this is from our Craig Booze. Why do you appear to be sending a message that you hate all whites? I and many other whites totally and completely agree with your hatred for the perpetuation of the gay lifestyle and what it is doing to the black community and every other community on this planet. You are missing a giant ally to your cause. We need to unite and stand together to fight this homosexual agenda. May God guide you in this battle. That's from a European. And again, brothers and sisters, I mean, most of it is hate mail, but I just wanted to read you these just for people to see the diversity in the type of opinions that are coming through. This is the one that got me, though. And this will be the last one I read. But this is very, very, very interesting to me. All of the other ones, I can expect some good doer whites saying something. I don't expect that Europeans are going to say anything to throw me off. This guy, he kind of threw me off a little bit. This is William Clark. He says, dude. He said, dude. I think I said like a white guy, right? Dude. I'm making fun of him, but he shook me up a little bit. This guy, I didn't think about this aspect. He said, I agree with everything you say about the gay agenda, but the sodomites are not just trying to turn black men into faggots. They are doing the same with whites, with white men, with white males. What we are seeing is a war against men, no matter what color, by feminist, lesbian, gay cabal in the media and other high places. If they can get heterosexual men of different races to kill each other, that is precisely what they want. It's a trap. Read the Bible, find Jesus, blah, 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 blah. Find like-minded Christians that keep all 10 commandments, blah. Most importantly, stay away from the sodomite Roman Catholics. That's the solution. Not plotting to kill white folks. Hang in there, Buffalo. Now, the Jesus freaking stuff, I'm not that. But when he said they want men of all races to go to war and kill each other so there won't be nothing left but faggots, I actually had to stop for a minute and say, dang, you know, if I got to decide whether or not I'm going to stand in a trench with a devil fighting some black faggots or with a black faggot fighting a devil, I ain't standing in no trench with no faggot. I'm just saying like that. I didn't look. I didn't say who I'll do, but I'm not standing in no trench with no faggot because if I fall, I know what the consequences are. I mean, I'm not saying that the cracker's not a faggot, but look, I'm just. I mean, this cracker had me shook a little bit. I was like, because quite frankly, I don't know exactly how to disagree with that aspect of it. I mean, I don't like none of these crackers, but he got a point that we gonna go to war with each other. It's like, shouldn't we make sure that the fags is not relevant to the discussion first, and then we can do whatever we got to do. But like, who wants to leave, win, lose, or draw? Leave it to the homos. I mean, that. He's saying the homos gonna stay out of it while we fight each other. I'm like, I really got to think about that. I don't even have an answer for it, so I'm not going to try to figure it out. That was the one that the Europeans said that confused me. So if you wonder why we spend so much time, we normally don't spend as much time dealing with Europeans, but that's what this is about. It's about the attack on what we're doing. And I wanted to give the brothers and sisters the story. And instead of me yelling at them, I'll do my yelling. Tonight, we're going to let you come online, brothers and sisters, and tell your side of the story. Where you at on this whole thing? I think that we can all agree at this particular point in time, any of these false rumors about me being an agent working for white folks, I think that the Europeans have put to rest any notion of that being the case better than anybody one of us could have done. So at this point, that pretty much is out the window. But where you at on this? Where you at, brothers and sisters? We coming to the phone lines. We want to hear what you have to say. And I'm going to play one song before we go to our break. We're going to go to our break, come back from this song, and we're going to come to our listening audience. But I want to play this song for a reason. You heard the black male who had that negative stuff to say about me. And I'm going to tell this quick story. Let me just tell this quick story because it's important. In this whole entire process, it has not been the Europeans that made this happen. They doing it. They doing their job. I mean, they're devils. They the enemy. They're going to fight against the black man that's trying to stand up and save his race. That's what they're supposed to do. They're the ones threatening the race. But the amazing thing is that it's the Negroes that have been driving this. It's the Negroes, the self-hating Negroes that have been driving this. I'm going to tell this quick story. I talked to a sister this week, and she's a business sister, a business owner. And a sister told me she had won a contract and was doing like $7 million a year, if I'm not mistaken. And she walked into the room with the government official who was the program person that was going to be in charge of the contract. And this individual came out, and when she saw her, the sister's a jet black sister, beautiful sister, very strong, very capable, high level. And she walked into the room, and the government individual, female, walked up to her and said, let me tell you something before we start having a conversation. Let me be very clear. I did not come here to make another black millionaire. She said, what? She said, I don't have no intentions of seeing no more N-words become millionaires. And I know everybody out there is going, wow, this is how racist these white folks are. There's only one problem. She wasn't white. It was a black woman. A black woman told her sister who had competitively won a contract. She told her, I did not get up this morning to make another black millionaire. And she treated her so bad, and the brothers and sisters that she had on the contract, she treated them so badly because the sister went out and got the best brothers and sisters from around the country to work this. She said she was telling her, she looked on the light side of her hand and look on the dark side. She said, look, you got too many of these in here. And then she turned to the light side of your hand. You need some more of this on the contract. And she said, what are you talking about? I have the people I have, white, black, Chinese, Asian, there's nobody more qualified than them. Nowhere in the country, you can't even find a resume. She said, that ain't what I'm saying. I just think it's too many of these N-words running around here. Do something about it. By the time it came time for her to exercise the next option to do another $7 million, the sister said it was such a heinous environment for everybody involved. She told him she didn't want it. Give the contract to somebody else. That's how we treat each other. And so what I wanted to say, I'm going to go to this song. It's by Brother's Keeper. We got to understand, brothers and sisters, this self-hatred we dealing with is something we got to deal with. Because many times, as much as the enemy has created this problem, we do so much damage to each other that it's hard for those of us that want to do the right thing to even be able to get up in the morning. This is our song from Brother's Keeper, You Kill the Revolution.
Hear no revolution. See no revolution. Speak no revolution. No revolution. Knowledge of self is quiet, dark as light, and sound is to a blind deaf mute. Trained to hate anyone that loves you enough to care, and the truth.
Grow up. I'm going to tell y'all now. I done told them, and I know I will inform y'all. Y'all going to look up one day, and I'm going to be in a foreign country performing Brother's Keeper, playing them in the background, lip syncing like I'm Brother's Keeper. Because look, I gotta do it. If you putting out that hot fire like that, man, I gotta get some of that myself. So I'm gonna start taking credit for all of this stuff. Matter of fact, I wrote that song right there. You heard. That's right. I wrote that joint right there. Those are my brothers, man. Love them brothers and sisters down there in Memphis, Tennessee, always doing the work for the people. So, brothers and sisters, all of the warm up is done. This show is for you. Just keep in mind, this is Nat Turner month. This is Freedom Month. This is our African New Year, August. You go to the Warner Horizon website, go to our war room for this month, August 2013, and you go there and you'll see that this is Nat Turner month. And so we want you to pay homage to the ancestor. And, like we say, Brothers Keeper, all the time, when they say it, they always say, praise Nat Turner and glory to Garvey. And so, since this is Nat Turner month, we would just ask you, brothers and sisters, if you don't mind, we would like every brother and sister that come on, when you start your statement, you say a Bibi Fahodia or whatever you say to begin, we would ask you to start by saying, praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey, then come on in here and talk to the Irritated Genie and the One Horizon family. With that being said, again, the phone number 760-569-7676, 760-569-7676. Participation code 948-656#. 7486. You the first caller. You live on Warner Horizon. All right. 7486. You live on Warner Horizon. Going once, going twice. All right. Now I'm coming to the barber. It's fitting that Baba will be the first call here too. You about to hear from the premier scholar of the 21st century. Praise Nat Turner, glory to God.
Praise Nat Turner and glory to Marcus Mosiah Garvey. This is
yes,
what I
sir.
expected it to be.
How you doing, Baba?
I'm doing very good. How you doing?
Hey man, I'm strong. I'm honored.
Okay, and that was really a dumb question on my part because I know how you're doing. Folks have been calling and emailing and texting and asking how you're doing all the way from Mexico City. And, it's like I want to say, well, why are you asking me that? We know how you're doing. You're doing fine. he's in his element now because he is being given the opportunity to get free. In a way that he wasn't able to do before. It reminds me of a similar situation. But, and of course yours is a lot more intense than that. But it's very important for folks to understand that this is frontline work. This is serious stuff. This is not games. These folks aren't playing. They aren't in the position that they're in because they happen to stumble onto the death, destruction, and domination of African people and indigenous people of this land. They took this. And they know exactly what they were doing then. They know exactly what they're doing now. So this is in a way, even though it creates a little chaos in your life, and of course we know that the character that you have as a warrior will withstand whatever it is that they're throwing in your direction. But it's a statement, I think, to a lot of people who think this is a game, who think that we're playing with this, who think this is a conversation that we're having. You're not talking about having a conversation. And, of course, it's also a perfect time for young warriors to really listen to what the media is doing. how they are systematically doing. We ain't talking about the redneck freaks that are calling in and leaving messages. I'm talking about the media that's supposed to be credible. They need to listen to what they're doing and how they're doing it, so that they can expect it to happen when they rise, when they do what they need to do. Because there's not going to be any friends in the land of enemies. But I guess for me, the thing I've been talking about the most relative to this is not just how that this is a bad thing, because it is. It does. It's an interruption. It's not a bad thing. It's an interruption. But for me, the good thing is that it reveals those who are significantly or intensely or completely tethered to the European, who are walking around claiming to be conscious. That to me, I love. Just like when Obama won. This is extremely interesting to me. The people who, for that 30 pieces of whatever fake silver they got, are so intent on now denying or doing everything in their power to mimic, say, imitate whatever it is that the Europeans said to say about you. And I'm going to hand the phone to Enia because she's like looking at me. But a major point that really folks need to think about is the character of a warrior. You know, this is something that you're exemplifying. You could have gone and crawled under a rock. You could have relocated to Antarctica somewhere. But you stand in your ground. That's what warriors do. They said, it was an African proverb that just because the battlefield gets thorny, the warrior doesn't just go to find some place that's nice and soft and got like little green grass. Stands his ground. Knows that he's right. I mean, I was getting ready to say, are you wrong? But that also would be a dumb question. So you're standing on the will of the ancestors. You're standing on what needs to be done. And we applaud what you are doing. We, there really aren't any words. Because this is a moment in our story. That's what I'm feeling. This is a phenomenal situation, frontline situation for warriors to observe, learn, be active, be involved, get behind you, support you in every way that they can imagine doing it. This is a moment in our story, a very significant moment in our story of the front line. And everybody who is involved, everybody who loves you, who understands exactly what you're doing and exactly what you're saying, everybody who's in that category is a part of this process, and that's a really, really good feeling. That's a really, really good feeling. So I'm going to hand over the phone to Enia. You know where we are at. You know that if you need anything, to give us a call. You know that we are 190% behind you. You haven't said anything that I feel needs to be corrected or modified. So, you know, you do what you do, and know that we're with you. A BB for Hodier.
A BB for Hodier.
A BB for Hodier, Brother Irritated Genie.
How you doing, Mama? Y'all, BB for Hodier.
Praise Nat Turner and glory to Marcus Garvey and all of our warrior ancestors. We're sending love your way, and of course, I was very pleased to hear you say how you called on your ancestors, because that's something that we should be doing daily, and in times like this, you know, we need to do it even more so, and I hope all of the other listeners are doing this as well. The type bout that we are in, what we're dealing with, we're in a state of oppression. So, you know, we're guilty of being African in a state of oppression. So definitely, if you choose to fight on behalf of your people, you know, it puts you in harm's way. But, you know, when you are doing what our African ancestors have said, issue the warning, some will survive. And you're issuing a warning for any of us who don't want to be, and even those who want to be assimilated into this madness. You know, in this police state, many, you know, on a daily basis, Trayvon Martin, on the one, that's just one of many. You know, it's ongoing. It's not just our men. It's not just our boys. You know, they're handcuffing 5-year-olds or younger, our children in schools, for having a tantrum. You know, you're guilty of being African and not wanting to be enslaved. And even if for those who want to be enslaved, you know, they're snatching them up as well. Whether they are mayors, former school superintendents, you know, the hunt is on for all of us. And we used to think, okay, if I just do the right thing, I'm going to be okay. No, there's no guarantee for that. So, you know, it's about loving African people and wanting our survival. And, you know, that's not easy. But, you know, we do what we got to do. So definitely, you know, calling daily as is, you know, my custom upon our ancestors to assist us in this battle. So stay strong, brother.
I love you both. And listen, brothers and sisters, I mean this. This is my time of need. I'm going to tell everybody out there listening what I want you to do. Because people say, you know, we got your back. We doing that. People say that all the time, but I want you to show and tell and prove. This is how y'all going to prove to me, everybody listening out there, if you got my back, if you support what we doing. I want you to go online to akobenhouse.com, AKOBENHOUSE.com. That's Baba Baruti. He's the premier scholar of the 21st century. And with the help of his queen, Mama Yah, who edits those books, he left his job at an institution to start educating our children from their home, and they get moderate support. This is what I'm asking for you guys. Don't do nothing for me. I'm asking you to do this for them. I want you to go. No, you ain't doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself and for your children. I want you to go, and everybody that's listening, I want you to spend $100 on that website tonight. I don't want you to wait till tomorrow morning. This program might go all night. And if you got to wait till tomorrow morning, don't wait till tomorrow morning because you might forget. I want them to get so overloaded with purchases of the information and material that they produce for our people that they have to have a hard time sending all the stuff out. Now, I'm going to talk to them tomorrow evening to find out if people really love Irritated Genie and if people really love War on the Horizon, what we do. If they tell me it was a moderate purchase, 3 or 4 people purchase, I don't want to hear nobody tell me no more that y'all support it because I don't believe you. If they get 50 people that bought $100 worth of stuff, and this not no stuff. This is he's the premier scholar of the 21st century. He's the one giving us while I'm coming with you now, I'm getting this from his work. This is good for your children, for your daughter, for your son, for yourself, for your family, for the brother that's in prison that you got. He can use this information. They got books, they got DVDs, they got all kind of stuff. If you love the Irritated Genie, if you love the war, if you love to see a black man stand up, what I want you to do, and I'm going to call them tomorrow to see if our people are just talking support, if that's what they say, or if they serious. I want you to not pay the bill that you got to pay, to send them this $100 worth of purchases, and that $100 of stuff you purchase is going to be worth $10,000 of what you get, because I know their material, and that's the impact it's had on my life. I want you to do the same thing. So to Mama Yah, to Baba Baruti, I want to say I have nothing but love and admiration and the greatest respect for what you've done. And I'm just trying to, if I can live in your shadow just for 5 minutes, I feel like I've done something beautiful.
Back at you, Baba.
Back at you, BB48 Warrior.
BB48.
Are y'all coming on this month with y'all next program?
Absolutely.
All right, and let me see, what day would that be? That'll be September.
First Friday in September.
First Friday, September 6th. They'll be doing 7:30 p.m. Tune in. BB Fahodier, do you know the topic for this month?
It's going to be Media Madness. We might change it.
Probably Media Madness. We don't know. We might change it, but at this point, it's Media Madness.
All right, so we can deal with how this media is destroying our people. Well, we thank you for calling. We appreciate you. We love you. We see you on the battlefield.
Ashe, BB Fahodier.
BB Fahodier. Grab heaters with no delay. All right, and we're going to move through. Brothers and sisters, be patient tonight. We got a lot of callers. We're going to get everybody on, though. It's just one of those nights. We just got to stretch it tonight. But I hope those of you that got a long time to wait and you on the phone, right now you should be going online. Coben House, AKOB as in boy, EN as in Nancy, HOUSE.com. I want you to buy at least $100 worth of material for your family. if you do that, man, that's all you ever have to do to let you know that you love the work that we doing and you want our race to survive. That tells me that answer. We're going to anonymous caller. You live on One Horizon. Anonymous, going once, going twice. All right. Detroit.
A BB for Holier, praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey. How you doing?
Hey, back in the house with my sister. Detroit is about to get hot. Talk to me.
You know what? I've been cussing so many people out today, I'm tired. I've been cussing people out all day long, and every one of them deserve it. I make no apologies.
You ain't never, ever been tired. Okay, that's a fabrication before you use that. You ain't never been tired of cussing people out. Go and cuss somebody. I know it's coming.
It might slip sooner or later. But no, I have been doing a lot of cussing of people today. It's just amazing to me, and kind of one of the most demoralizing things I've seen in a long time is to watch black men who call themselves black nationalists. Not all, because we've got a lot of support, and I do want to take the time to thank everybody who has been supporting.
That's right.
Yes, sir. But just these people, and that's why I'm tired right now, because I don't spend all my energy. But to always, how can I say this? We are not sophisticated. We never think about who is telling us the story. We never take time to investigate a story. And it's amazing to me to see so-called black nationalists saying some of the same things you would expect to hear from Fox News, not knowing a damn thing. Mm. You know, when I first started listening to War on the Horizon, it was either 2008 or 2009. I started listening in November. I just saw you on YouTube. Didn't know anything about you. Didn't know you was getting a radio station. I just heard you on YouTube, and I said, wow, that brother's really dynamic. I haven't heard anything that strong in a while. You were breaking down things that I had never thought about, didn't know about. I think I started watching the effeminization lectures. And so I went to your website or something, and I think you were doing a lecture maybe in Indianapolis. And that's when I first learned about the whole job situation thing. So it's never been a secret. Anybody who's been around, anybody that's done any bit of research, it's been where you could find it. It's never been something that you lied about, that you hid from anybody who did any research. So being that I was so impressed with you, but at the same time coming from a bunch of Nation of Islam madness and getting away from that coonery, not that the Nation of Islam is coonery, but coonery within the Nation of Islam, I really had to stop and think, you know, is this brother sincere? You know, could this be true, all these rumors that were being spread? And I'm going to name the name. Gus T. Renegade, faggot, degenerate punk, who would rather, who is not about warfare, who is not about fighting, who is not about anything, but basically being jealous. Isn't that true? He was broke at the time. Didn't you even buy him a laptop? Like, he didn't even have a laptop to be able to do stuff correctly?
I mean, we look at bringing me in the middle. We contributed some funds to help the brother get a laptop. Yeah, we did that.
And for that, he exposed your true name, your identity, your work email. He didn't do it once. He did it in like 3 or 4 shows, trying to bring you down. So I had to look at that and everything he was saying, and I had to look at you, and I needed to decipher if anybody was an agent, who was it? And it didn't take me long to come to that conclusion, who was the real agent. So I started listening. Once I found out you had a radio station, I started listening more often, and I'd call in every now and then. I didn't really think you liked me, but I liked you, so I was like, okay, I'm going to hang in here. And, you know, really began to form a relationship with you and find out more about you. And that is, I think, what people need to do more than just listening to something and rolling with it. Because I could have been somebody who said, you know, oh, he's a government agent, oh, blah, blah, blah. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Based on something that somebody else is telling us. And it just seems like I've seen Pan-African pages on Facebook talking about you're going to get us killed and, you know, we can't fight any white men right now and all we need to do is educate the warriors. How the hell are you going to have warriors if it's not a war? That don't even make sense. It's stupid as hell. And for a black woman who's sitting here looking for men to protect her and thinking that at least the quote-unquote elite the men who supposedly know what time it is would not be so stupid. It's very demoralizing. Very demoralizing. But I will say I have had a fun week because I've been at work and I've been hearing these crackers, talking about the story and, oh, this horrible person. I can't believe that, people actually think like this and how could they employ people like this? And I've just been sitting back the whole time, giggling on the inside, thinking, you don't know what somebody sitting right next to you who feels the same way. And I started thinking how many other hundreds of people are out there thinking the same way, being that spook that sat behind the door. So that's all. It's just, like I said, I'm very, very proud of you. I haven't talked to you as much as I would like to because I know everybody's been bothering you and bugging you, and I didn't want to do that too much. I just wanted to make sure you was okay, and when I found out you were okay, then I was okay. But I don't know. I really don't even know what to say at this point. I do want to remind everybody, though, because I don't think you mentioned it, to go on and download all the free lectures given by War on the Horizon. Definitely do that. If you didn't get the email from War on the Horizon, you can go to the War on the Horizon page on Facebook. You can download them there. They're all posted on different websites throughout the country, and I thank everybody who is uploading them to YouTube, distributing them on different forums, so we can get the message out here and wake everybody up. Everybody who's helping, I really, really appreciate that. I also want to bring it to your attention. It's a lot of people biting your style now. For somebody who's supposedly an agent and a provocateur, it's a lot of people stealing your stuff, but they still get credibility. I don't understand that either.
I'm not saying a word. You ain't getting me. So you ain't getting me to say a word on that. Now look. Now come on now. If somebody really biting my style, am I going to turn up and see somebody looking like they the Irritated Genie tomorrow?
No, because they look like they probably been sucking on some damn neck bones and need to get to a gym. But my thing is, if you so damn college educated, get your own stuff. How come every time Irritated Genie come out saying something, all of a sudden 2 days later you saying the same thing and getting all this praise and glory for it? It really don't make any sense to me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so look, you was telling people that they could go online and download the so for brothers and sisters out there that what happened for brothers and sisters who don't know, all of our lectures we would sell them online, but now the devils, the small hats, have pulled away our ability to sell online. So what we've done so that they don't take away the information. And we have all respect for brothers and sisters who spent their money with us before, but now that we can't sell it, we can't let our people not get the information. So we put it out there. You can download them to your computers for free, and we want you to share them for free. We want you to send them all across the world to other black people in other countries. We want you to send them on, put them up to YouTube, put them up to Vimeo, put them up wherever you can put them. Go ahead, sister. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good. You can get those, like I said, on War on the Horizon's page. I think I tagged it on Irritated Genie's page. There's also a Facebook group called We Support the Irritated Genie. I think we probably up to about 70 members now, which isn't bad for one day and very little publicity, just word of mouth. So stay up to date by joining that. I will let you know that no cooning will be tolerated. The second I see you even appearing to be a coon, you will get booted out with the quickness and no apologies, because I ain't having it. So welcome if you are a friend. If you are not a friend, you will not be there very long. But I do just want everybody to understand, like, the thing that really, like I said, was demoralizing and bothering me is everybody, all these people who are willing to work against their own black brother when you're the one who is actually bringing us something positive. What would happen if there was no War on the Horizon? Who would take the place? I mean, I just got done watching a video that a brother posted from King Noble talking about why black rapists are revolutionary. That's what's waiting for us, is complete degeneracy. You have War on the Horizon saying, don't use the N-word, protect your woman, respect her, don't be a degenerate, don't sell drugs, don't steal, don't do this, don't do that. Be an upright person. And then you have other people who, by the way, I wonder why, are making videos against you, but also talking about black rapists are revolutionary. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to read, I got an email the other day, and it was actually quoting Sucker Gus. And I want everybody to know what his solution for racism is. Because, of course, we're not supposed to fight back. We're supposed to work against anybody who wants to work in self-defense. According to them, if you experience racism in a retail situation, you are to say, actually they have a card, you pull it out, and you are to say, oops, thank you for the reminder. I had lost my mind for a minute. Forgot we're in a system of racism. Let me get out of line. No need to spend my money here. I don't need an apology. I don't need any coupons. I'm leaving, and I will not be back here ever again, and will encourage all other non-white people to also refrain from spending a dime in your establishment. That's supposedly warfare. That's what we're supposed to do, and that's what's going to get us free. We have that, and we have black racists being militant, or people calling us the N-word, denigrating us in other ways. That's what's waiting for us. So when you see people coming out against War on the Horizon and saying War on the Horizon is full of agents, you really, really need to look and see who the real agents are.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what we come to know. Let me ask you this quick question, and then we're gonna move on to our next caller. How can people, because they can't get your material, your book through us now. How can people who want How to Be a Good Black Woman to a Strong Black Man, how can they get that book and your other books, the Conscious Book of ABCs? How can they get your materials?
Oh, of course. They can get it either at my website, authorangela.freeman.com. That's the best way to do it because it will be autographed if you get it from there. Otherwise, you can go to Amazon.com. And I do want to thank the crackers in one of the articles, probably the first one I saw, because they actually sent a link directly to the War on the Horizon page with the War Room about my book. So thank you for boosting my book sales, crackers. I appreciate it.
All right, sister. Well, we really appreciate you for being on the battlefield, getting people motivated to support. We love you, and we definitely see you on the battlefield.
Yes, sir. I love you. I love Nefertari, and I'm always a phone call away.
All right. Detroit. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Remember, it's Praise Nat Turner, Glory to Garvey. 2309, you live on War on the Horizon.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
We doing great. How about yourself, soldier?
Man, I'm doing all right. I heard what went down, and I just called and make sure everything is okay. But I see you doing fine, and everything is good. Let you know you got some support down south. I don't know if you remember me, but I met you at the PKB one time after the brothers did a rap. I forgot that group that was out. I think it was United Front.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, something to that effect. I didn't have too much to say, but I just wanted to show my support. I can't do the $100 thing today, but I definitely on that next paycheck will take care of that with the clothing house.
And let me say, I really hope you would do that. That would mean everything to me, brother, because it's time for that. So I appreciate you for saying that. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, because I have been a supporter thus far already, and actually, Brother Baruti was the one that sent me to the PKB to check you out, and I've been supporting him, here and there.
Yes, sir.
Then.
Yes,
but,
sir.
I have one question for you.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you're privy to answer this at the time, but, how can I do research? What is your, can you give me any, guidance on how to do research to the level that you and, like I said, Brother Baruti, how do you gather your information and, come to critical thinking in regard to that info that you come up with?
Yes, sir. The first thing is to figure out what is an area that you have interest in. Because, so figure out a topic that you have interest in, and then what you do, you go to the internet, and then you go to the library too. Because the things you're going to find on the internet are going to give you information that's going to be more, you're not going to be able to find that in books. It's going to be things that will send you to different books where you can find information. But the things you're going to get in the books in the library are going to be things that are going to put it into a whole different type of context than what you get on the internet, and it's going to be far more in depth, and it's going to give you a much deeper kind of comprehension. So those are the two main ways I do it. I say you go to the internet because it'll give you a lot of different places you can start looking at with your topic. Then hit the library and start pulling out books, because you're gonna get things in books that make connections that you can't get anywhere else.
Right. Okay.
Oh, and lastly, I'm sorry. Lastly, and I mean this too. And then look for, and this is another thing. It's very important. I would say there's a fundamental group of books that you have to read. Like, for instance, you have to read Homosexuality and the Infeminization of African Males. You have to read The Destruction of Black Civilization. If you're trying to do anything about religion, you got to read Christianity Before Christ. You got to read what's the book by Walter Williams. There are a few books that you have to read, because what these things are, they are landmarks about certain topics, and from those books, and what you then can do, Negroes with Guns, you then have a perspective that helps you understand some base level things, so that when you start researching your topic, you can make a lot of different connections because you have a foundation.
Okay. Got you on that.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, all I can say is continued support. I wish you the best in what you're doing. And, man, they coming real hard. But I'm glad, like Baba Baruti said, you didn't hide up under a rock or nothing. So you showing us examples of what we should do, or how we can handle this kind of attack, if it was us in the same situation. So I appreciate you. BB for Hodier, and keep doing what you do.
BB for Hodier, my brother. Thank you for calling. Stay on the battlefield. All right. Oh, I see now. See, brother ain't called in 15 years. Now it's a beef. Now he calling up. And then when he used to call, he always called at the end of the show. Now he in the top of the show program right here, right now, because it's a beef. I'm telling you, that's how you know the soldiers. You don't see them never, but when the beef come, you only have to call them. They right there. My brother Jamario, not surprised, just impressed. How you doing, soldier?
Hey, brother, I'm doing well. To know that you're doing well. Praise that, turn the glory to Marcus Garvey, man. You did get my text, right?
I don't. If I did, I don't remember getting it.
All right. Well, I'm just, not to turn it on a sour note, but I'm looking at the history of results. But when these type of words start putting out character-defiling material like they've been doing, and just to let you know, you got a soldier in the Northwest, bro. Real talk,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To anybody who thinking otherwise about Genie, you did something that a lot of people probably didn't catch up on. But you put a disclaimer for our truth to culture out there. You was like, okay, employed by the government, whatever, that's a job like any other. But you said not law enforcement. Because I, instinctively realized that, the way that our people feel about law enforcement is unforgivable. That's unforgivable because that's direct terrorism. Everything that we do as far as a job go to whether it's a government job or working at Walmart or whatever. This system remains running. You know what I'm saying? We're forced to depend on it for the time being. But what people need to focus on is the seed that y'all plant along the horizon. The seed that y'all plant is going to go for inevitably the downfall of the system. But not just in no rage-filled emotion, for a purpose of rebuilding, for a purpose of restoration. And I mean, the thing that's really been getting at me is the responses of the Negroes. The militant Negroes, as my homeboy Thorough and Dalou like to call them, the militant Negroes. They totally, turn on. Maybe he is an Asian and this and that. And it's like, wait a minute. Do you receive a paycheck? If anyone who's calling in here receives a paycheck, then that means that you are receiving it from somewhere. That means that someone's taking a larger amount than what you're getting. More than likely, that large amount is going into the system and we getting the the pennies of it, trying to maintain our survival off of that. So it's the intent that people need to focus on behind what you stand for. And, he got a government job. He's no longer credible. Excuse me. Again, it's the intent, the seeds that y'all plant. They're completely enriched with our culture. You already been showed, your allegiance. You've already been held forums 2 hours long where people could call in and like, look, ask me any questions. Yes, I work here. How do you feel about that? Let me know. It's I don't know. My only thing is just the history of results, man. And if you get a chance, I would like for you to call me directly from your cell phone so I can forward a text that my queen sent me about you, so that you can know how real we are. With you got warriors in your backyard ready to go for you. You know what I'm saying?
I got it, bro. I'm gonna make sure I do that. I'm gonna write myself a note now. And brother, it really means a lot to know that we got some folks that's gonna stand in the grind for us and help us through, so we can win this battle to save our race, brother. We love you. We appreciate you and your queen, and we definitely see you on the battlefield.
Always, brother. Much love to you, your family, your queen, and everything. Y'all stand for love. Habibi Fahodiye.
Habibi Fahodiye. That's my brother Jamario, the warlord and the champion. The first War on the Horizon debate. And he put it down. He put it down. All right, let's go to 6-6. Oh, no, let me see. I got to go to, got to take a special request here. Brother who's earned his right to do this. Let me go down and let me see. I just saw it. Let me find it again. 8-6. Give me a moment, brothers and sisters. I'm coming down and look. I know it's a lot of phone calls there, and we're gonna start picking up the pace soon. But I'm definitely coming to everybody. You're gonna get a chance to say something. Give me a moment. I just gotta find this number. This is one number I gotta come to. I just saw it. Let's see. Give me a moment, brothers and sisters. It's not okay. Here we go. Let me do this. My brother. How you doing, soldier?
Habibi Fahodiye, grab heaters with no delay.
Yes, sir.
Praise Nat Turner and glory be to the most honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, man, I got all the soldiers round up in the same place at the same time. I feel good.
Outstanding, brother. I don't even know where to begin with this comment tonight. It's just the last 4 days has just been, you know how we roll. You know what I mean? And so when we talk about War on the Horizon, we describe War on the Horizon as special forces. And we talk about the things that no other organizations and individuals talk about on a weekly basis. So to really get an understanding of what we are up against and what we are doing on a practical level, there's no better station than War on the Horizon. And on behalf of Sister Khadijah and myself and the whole Cypher family, I want to let you and your queen know we rolling with you, brother. So whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you want, we're only a phone call away, just like Sister Shabazz said. So I'm going to keep it short because I know you got a lot of callers, but we'll continue to talk, brother. And again, Habibi Fahodiye.
Before that, let me just add you something real quick because I know I can count on you for this one because I'm trying to promote that idea. Are you going to be able to spend that $100 with Baba?
Oh, that's done, bro. That's a done deal. As soon as you said it, it was already done.
And look, I had to say that to give other people motivated to know it's going to happen and we're going to really show support for those that are doing stuff for us. Tell us what you're going to talk about tomorrow night, what time your program is, the Cypher, and what you'll be talking about tomorrow night, brother.
Well, we'll be actually continuing on with this conversation from a different perspective. Brother Kemet and myself, we're going to continue to, maintain this frequency, this high level, and high standard that you set. So we'll be talking about this same issue in terms of the lack of sophistication on some of our people in the so-called conscious community who can't quite understand how much of an asset you are to our race. So we'll be approaching this conversation from that perspective, brother.
All right, we'll be looking forward. They're going to be talking about how important it is to have African soldiers on the battlefield. Tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m., same place, same time, same phone number to the Cypher program with my brother DJ and his brother partner, always rocking and rolling. Right next to him, brother Kemet. Appreciate it, brother. We see you on the battlefield. Hotel. That's my brother down in Atlanta. You know you got a solid brother that can live down in Atlanta because that's Gump land. And you can say that in Gump land to be strong. We're going to do it. So I'm going to ask people, only because we have like 150 million gazillion people online tonight for the special program and the special time, if you can make a kind of quicker comment. I know you're saying, why you let them talk forever? Those are my folks. That's why I let them talk forever. You know, some people get privileges. You know, membership has its privileges. But if you could make a quick comment, ask a quick question, and we move a little faster so that we can get to more of the brothers and sisters that's online and kind of speed it up so everybody can be heard. 6622, you live on One Horizon. 6622, going once, going twice. All right, they just listening. We have an anonymous caller. You live on One Horizon. Going once, going twice. All right, we got 3608. You live on One Horizon. 36. Abibi Fahodier, my sister. How you doing?
Praise Nat Turner and glory to Garvey. You know, I live in the metropolitan D.C. area, and I'm really infuriated by a few things. Number one, you definitely have been putting in work for a long time, brother. There are Negroes who are jealous of you because you say what you say and have the warrior spirit to do it so articulately. That's number one. Number two, most people who don't live in the metropolitan area do not understand the nature of employment in this area, and it's very likely that you could be an employee of a federal or district government or in a private sector agency that has contracts with them. So, you know, that's really irregardless where you work. You know, they're just using that as, you know, their paranoia mentality to try to justify that you probably scare them, whether they're Negroes or white. But third, out of this whole situation, you know, organizations that have acted like they maybe support you and that want to distance themselves, this really bothers me. As a single or divorced mother with children, and my children have watched your CDs, your DVDs, especially the one with Namla, that really shook them, and they need to, because you know how multicultural it is in this area. It really disturbs me that on the one hand, people are talking about Black power, praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey, but on the other hand, they want to separate themselves from you. This makes me think that they're full of SHIT, and I should not listen to what they say, because if you're a true warrior and you're really standing on this, you understand that the feds know where you live. They know, they've been in your email, they've been in your laptop, they know everything. And a lot of people who act like they have support for the Nation of Islam or Sunni Muslims understand that when 9/11 hit, most people that were Muslims that are Black went under surveillance. And if the people who were Muslims could withstand the scrutiny and surveillance, why aren't Black nationalists able to, if they say they support Islam or the Nation of Islam, why aren't they able to withstand the same scrutiny? Because ain't shit changed. Ain't nothing changed. Surveillance is still surveillance. Reconnaissance is still reconnaissance. It happened then, it's happening now. Like, I really have to take another look at certain people. I've just lost so much respect. I'm not saying anything you could probably read between the lines, but, you know, Baba Baruti, he tells us when it comes to war that the brothers are the first line of defense, you know what I'm saying? And then the women, you know, and then you have elders and children. So if I can't depend on my brothers in a situation like this, I think I have no respect for certain people who purport themselves to be warriors. It's clear who is really down and who is not. I mean, I'm sorry. I just, you know, some people need to turn in their melanin guard or something. I'm really disgusted. I'm really, really disgusted. Seriously, I'm really disgusted. Like, I have lost a whole bunch of respect. And here you are taking all this scrutiny because you work for DHS or, you know, who cares? So what? If you work for the county as a social worker and you're still supporting the agenda of the United States government on the county level. Like, let's just keep it real relative. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because everything is relative. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ranting. I'm just really furious about a few things now, and I debated about whether I was going to speak on it. But, you know, you got to stand on truth, and this is truth as I see it. You know, much love to you and your queen, your family, and stay strong. And especially those of us in the Metro D.C. area, we understand how things are. There are people outside of the area who don't, who are trying to say, oh, he's this and he's that. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about because you don't live in this area. So please.
Well, sister, I appreciate the spirit. It was strong. You know we love that support down here in the D.C. area. You sound like you're a real strong sister. We love you, and we appreciate your comments. We definitely see you on the battlefield.
Thank you, Abibi Fahodier.
Abibi Fahodier. I like that. That sister's angry, and that's how I be feeling sometimes, and I'm glad she said it, not me. She hit me in the heart with that one. 3225, you live on Warner Horizon. 3225. Going once, going twice. All right, they just listening. 6665, you live on Warner Horizon. 6665. 6665, going once, going twice. All right, they just listening. 2569. 2569, you live on Warner Horizon.
Baby Fahodier, brother.
Baby,
brother, I just called you Chocolate down in Tampa, Florida, man.
Yes, sir. What's up, Warlord? How you feeling?
I'm feeling well. Praise be to Nat Turner and glory be to God. May you wrap my family in a shroud of protection and African glory always. Man, I'm calling, man, just to show you some support. And, you know, we're glad that you and your family are doing well in this whole situation. You know, the thing, I guess, that pissed me and my wife off the most was, you know, these pink shirt revolutionaries around here that was trying to spit on your name. And what we kind of took to Facebook and, you know, kind of lobbied, and we were just saying, listen, by trying to spit on Genie's name, you know, you are spitting on every other person he's associated with. You know, you're spitting on Baba Baruti. You're spitting on Mama Baruti. You're spitting on, you know, Ashra Kwesi, you know, Miss Mira Kwesi. You're spitting on, you know, Brother DJ and Brother Kenneth. And the list, you know, goes on and on and on. And people didn't, you know, they seemed to understand it because, you know, our position was this. If he's an agent, which we emphatically said you were not, because it just didn't make sense, then that means everybody that you associated with was an agent, or, you know, they just the dumbest people on the face of the planet that just fell for the Senegali who calls himself Irritated Genie. You know, and I just, and like brother DJ just said, you know, that just speaks to the unsophisticatedness, you know, of our people. And, you know, my wife, she said when the whole thing broke, she said it was a Negro. Same thing happened to me 3 years ago. I was working for the district. You know, I had told you guys one time before when I called in. And, you know, the first thing I did was, you know, I contacted Bob Baruti, and I told him, you know, the situation. And he said, well, you know how he is. Well, you know, he's real smooth, real warrior. You know, you got to do what you got to do. And I decided to leave, and I feel like now my tongue is free. So, you know, I can say what I want to say and kind of do what I want to do. And now me and my wife have our own school. And, you know, and I guess it just hurt us. You know, it hurt us because it's like, you know, we've taken the feminization, you know, lectures in your book and incorporated into, you know, our core curriculum. And it just spoke to the foolishness. You know, it's like, listen, if you listen to all his lectures, you know, if you listen to all of his lectures, he's never once, you know, called for, you know, the extermination of a people. Now, he said there will be an eventual conflict, but so does Baba Baruti, so does Dr. Tim Bone, so does, you know, Marcus Darby, you know, so does Carlos Cook, so did, you know, Robert Williams. So, I mean, it's just like, if you just listen and then you know us as a people, you know, you'll understand that, you know, he's coming from the same vein as Dr. Khalid Muhammad. He's coming from the same vein as Dr. Amos Wilson, Dr. Bobby Wright. You know, and all these people, you know, like Sister Shabazz said, you know, you have these groups saying, you know, we're building warriors, but we don't want to fight. Again, you can tell what he haven't studied. Because Equal Armor said, what in 2,000 seasons? Either you're a part of destruction's death or you're a part of its perpetuation. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So what you gonna do? You gonna sit here and play with this, or you gonna do what you gotta do? You know, and it's like, listen, and even Euros, they can listen to the lectures. They can listen to you on Rolling Rock. We tune in I haven't called, you know, in a while because, you know, we had some deaths. One of my aunties who helped us set up the school, you know, she had passed away. But And, we've been kind of dealing with that, but, it was like tonight, it was like, listen, we're going to call in now. Changing gears a little bit, it's funny, great minds think alike. I had, we actually went on a COVID house, this morning, and we ordered some things for the school here. But, I mean, it's just crazy, man, that how people will react because they're looking for a reason not to.
And let me say this, brother, I definitely, and I really appreciate it, brother. We got so many calls to us, so I definitely appreciate it, but we definitely want to move on.
Yes, sir, but we're just glad that you and your family are doing well, man, and, we appreciate everything you're doing.
All right, well, we appreciate that support and definitely appreciate that support for CoburnHouse.com. We love you. We see you on the battlefield.
BB Fahodier.
BB Fahodier. BB Fahodier. That's a strong brother down there in Tampa. They doing strong work down in Florida. And we definitely appreciate that strong work they doing in Florida. Give me one moment, brothers and sisters. I lost. And we about to come to the phone line now and go to 2013. Give me one moment, brothers and sisters. Here we go. All right. 2013. You live on Warner Horizon.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey. How you doing?
Fantastic. How you doing, little sis?
I'm doing well. So, and Zinga wanted to come on. She had to go to bed, but she said wake her up when it's her turn to call in because we wanted to show our support. You already know where we stand. We're behind you 100%. And, we're just proud that you're doing the work. Here's Nzinga.
Peace, praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey.
Hey, little beautiful queen. How you doing, Miss Nzinga?
Good.
What you got to say to Baba Irritated Genie tonight while he fighting the devils off? What you got to say to me?
I'm just saying you're doing a good job, and I was going to say I am going to spend my $20, but that's all I have. So I will spend it, but that's all I have.
All right. Well, we thank you so much. We love you. And you an example for all our young ladies and what they should be like and what they're going to be like. So we love you. Keep doing what you're doing. And we're very, very proud of you.
Thanks for teaching me.
Oh, they got me just shook, man. I'm done. All right. BB Fahodier.
BB Fahodier. That was sleepy.
All right. That was beautiful, man. That's a young, I think is she 12? 10, 11, something like that. Just whatever she is, she warmed my heart. That's all I can say. So let me go to the next call here. Just saw the brother. Did he drop? Just had the brother coming in here. He's gonna be next. All right. Well, he dropped. So we go to our next call here. We ask people to be brief if you can. 5965. You live on Warner Horizon. 5965. 5965, going once, going twice. No sale, all right. 2387, you live on Warner Horizon. 2387. 2387, going once, going twice. No sale, all right. 1613, you live on Warner Horizon. 1613.
BB Fahodier.
BB Fahodier, my sister. Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey.
Definitely praise Nat Turner. And glory to Garvey. Amy that Garvey. And the Amy Garvey and Nat Turner's wife too.
That's right.
The sister's always, with his brother. So, I didn't know, I just heard about all this going on. But I definitely wanted to send my support. I'm here in Philly, Afro-Century International, Philadelphia, PA chapter. And, we strong support all the warriors around the country and around the world with, supporting and liberating African people wherever we are, wherever we are. So I just wanted to, let you know that we hearing about what's going on here. And, wherever we are, wherever we're fighting at, it's a struggle. So that struggle continues on behalf of our ancestors, our elders, and we will continue to do all of the work that we're doing. And definitely we will be supporting in any way that we can with liberating African people.
All right. Well, we love you, sister. We appreciate you. We definitely see you on the battlefield.
See you on the battlefield.
Hotel. Oh, man. You know, look, I'm telling you like that. We said we love them Philly fighters. You know, when they call them Philly, they ain't got a whole lot to say, but they'll get it in. That's one thing I love about them Philly brothers and sisters. They don't want to do a whole lot of talking, but they definitely, when it comes to freedom fighting and moving forward in the spirit of Shaka Musa, Dr. Shaka Musa Burr, Shango, peace be upon him, Richard Allen, they ain't got nothing but freedom fighters up there in Philly. 7403, you live on Warner Horizon.
Habibi Fahodier.
Bibi Fahodier, my sister, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Praise Nat Turner and glory to Marcus Garvey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm calling from Illinois. We're here in the Midwest, and my king and I, we've been listening to you and watching you for the past about 5 or 6 months. We're just so proud of, you know, your message, your strong message, and you've got so much information that you give to people. You know, it's just wonderful. I just wanted to let you know that we do support you. My king, as a matter of fact, he and I, you've talked before about the fact that you're kind of, you know, disappointed that not that many elders, you know, seem to be backing you, but both of us are elders, and we are, you know, we're just so proud of everything that you've done, and proud of the way you're taking this assault, you know, that's coming at you right now. I mean, it's ridiculous, but we knew, you know, that this is what can happen. So we're proud of the way that you're standing up there. As a matter of fact, he was just telling me today, you were giving out all of your information for free, and so, you know, he had downloaded some of that. He said, I'm figuring it out, and I'm sending him, you know, a check to get him this money, because it's just not right that he's not being paid for this, for his hard work. And I'm definitely going on to Baba Baruti's website. I've bought, you know, a lot of books of his, so I'm going to go on there and buy some more. You know, I'll do that as soon as I get offline, as a matter of fact.
Thank you.
I do want you to know that we're, you know, behind you, and, you know, we support you. Your information, your insight is just impeccable. Your passion and all that, we need that kind of thing. My king and I, we've been talking about, you know, both of us are on the verge of retirement, and we're saying, you know, what can we do as soon as we're retired to get this message and all out to our people, to help our community, to help. What can we do? Both of us are, you know, very strong writers. We're both very strong teachers, and so we've been working on, you know, what we can put together, what we can pull together to try to educate the next generation, because you give us hope. You know, you really do give us a lot of hope to see that young people are out there and, you know, picking up the torch, basically, and getting out there and getting that message out.
And can I throw something out there?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, you all are elders, obviously, by the fact that you call in and you've seen the stuff and you support and you agree with our message. If you all are really good writers, what I would love is to have on our website, a War on the Horizon Elders Corner. And
I would love that.
It could be either weekly, monthly, like we have our war room. We can have another section of the website where the elders speak and teach us the things that we need to know. And that would be yours, full control over, and you can put it up there. And then we would have something that we could expand and that I wouldn't have to do or nobody else. You could contribute that to the race right from our website.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. I will get a hold of you at Liberation at War on the Horizon.
Yes, and just
right?
Yes, ma'am. Just do us a favor. We get so much hate mail that sometimes some stuff might get buried or missed. So make sure you put something in the title of it that makes it clear that you calling, that you writing to write for the website. And if you don't hear from us within a reasonable amount of time, if you could just send it again or call on the telephone and tell us it's coming, just so we don't miss it in a labyrinth with all of this hate mail we get.
Okay, I sure will do that.
Well, thank you. We love you, Elder. Tell your husband we appreciate him, and we appreciate you being together as an example black man and black woman, how we supposed to do and what we want to do, and we'll definitely see you on the battlefield.
Okay, we'll see you on the battlefield. Keep up the strong work and stay strong.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. That's beautiful, man. I'm feeling wonderful. 1622, you live on Warner Horizon. 1622, going once, going twice. 4946, you live on Warner Horizon. 4946, going once, going a BB Fahodier.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I had made a couple of notes. I'm about 8 months with child, so bear with me. I'm gonna be quick. Let's see. I just wanted to say, it reminded me when you said that it was a black man or a black person or one of our brothers that did this, when you did that episode about do you fight with the Sambo on the inside, the enemy on the inside, or deal with the white man first? And so it seems like we have to waste our time because they continue to attack us. But I feel like this was supposed to happen in regards to, you know, how Malcolm and Garvey and everybody was exposed. I feel like this was supposed to happen because I heard your voice before, and your tone and your connotation and the content was just right on point. And so you're supposed to be used. You're moving the movement into the next level and phase of where it's supposed to be. And so you really need our support. And those of us who continue to say that we are conscious and working on ourselves and doing our own things, like I tell my husband, I tell him all the time, just be proud of what you're doing, because you're standing not just for yourself, you're doing it for the love of your people, but you're trying to resurrect our good name, the name of our ancestors and where we come from. So I realize in myself, like I'm like maybe 3 years young in consciousness. And so once I realized, I'm like, I understand a lot of our organizations connected, but once you do the history and you understand what's going on, like you said, what happened up in the city, and I came across your videos, unfortunately by bootleg, but I'm thankful because I heard the message, and I'm thankful when we're utilizing it, and we started our own, we tried to do a study group in New Haven, but I just feel as though this was supposed to happen. And there's nowhere to run. That's the way I feel. I'm starting to learn that, and so you just have to continue to stand and fight. And just thank you for letting me speak. And continue to do what you do, because you're going to need us, and we continue our work and just keep it moving, because it's supposed to happen this way. There is nowhere to run. And so BB Fahodier to you, and blessings to you and your family.
Thank you so much, BB Fahodier. And only if you can, I want to thank you so much, my sister. Tell your husband we love and appreciate him as well. I just want to reiterate to brothers and sisters that the way you can show us support in this time of our great need is to go to Akoben House, AKOBENHOUSE. And we asking every brother and sister who has means, even if it's going to make it be a little tight this month for you. This is Nat Turner month, and our elder, Baba Baruti, the premier scholar of the 20th century, and his beautiful wife, 21st century, and his beautiful wife, Mama Yah, they've dedicated their life. They've sacrificed enormously for us. They have material for us. The way you can help us is to go and support them, so that when I call Baba Baruti tomorrow night at 7 p.m., I want him to say, brother, I'm sorry, but I don't have time to talk to you now. We got so many orders that we getting. There's so much support that is overwhelming right now. We got to go hire some of our young people to help get this stuff out. That's the message I want to hear, not, yeah, we got 4 or 5 orders. I'm going to be very disappointed. So if you really want to help Warner Horizon and you're here and you're listening, please, $100 is the magic number. Go to Akoben House, AKOBENHOUSE.com. That's what will make the irritated genie leap through the sky if I call tomorrow night and I can't get through to Baba because he just got too much work to do to get this information out to our people. With that said, I'm going to take a real quick break. Don't go nowhere. This is going to be a long night, brothers and sisters. There ain't no reason to rush through it. But I got to play this because I got a brother about to come on. And I got to tell you, I think we have, you listen to some people, that sister earlier, she was angry and she was mad. But you know what? They say it's not just called hate, it's called righteous rage. And I'm about to bring on the righteous rage, brother. So I want to set it up the right way.
United God, man. My phone, what up? Hey, yeah. I ain't ready, y'all. Yo, what up? You got my back? Yeah, brother.
Ah, that's beautiful. I'm coming to my brother. Mayasa Bomani, you can do a cracker grimy. He can be white trash or a real crooked Jaime. How you doing, soldier?
Praise Nat Turner. Glory be to Marcus Garvey. And let me add, long live the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. How you doing, brother?
Long live the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Yes, sir.
So let me just first say that, brother, you know I support you 100%. I'm proud to call you my big brother, my leader, my general. And, you know, I've been blessed by the ancestors to be able to travel around the country, travel the world with you, brother. So, you know, I just want to thank the ancestors for the opportunity to walk with somebody I feel is the boldest black man in these days of time. I just want to say that I'm not surprised that the crackers are saying and doing the things that they're doing. I'm not even surprised by the Negro ratting you out. What's upsetting me is the people who are supposed to be African-centered, people who are supposed to be conscious and revolutionary, that's reacting to the propaganda that's being put on the news and being spread by fags like Guts T. Renegade and Keedy Awadu. People spreading lies and propaganda about you, calling you an agent, and it's really upsetting me because you have people like Sarah Susan Seti who will go on record and say that, you know, I sold dope to go to Kemet. He didn't say I sold dope to open up a school to create a revolutionary institution. He sold dope to go to Kemet. And I've known you a long time, brother. I know you've traveled around the world and traveled to different parts of the country to give lectures on your own dime. You know, like you put your own money up for us to spread this message. And it's really upsetting me to see these cowards out here trying to bash you and throw dirt on your name. And I really hope that one of these cowards got the heart to call up and say something. Anyway, brother, just want to let you know I support you 100%. I'm rumbling with you, brother, 100%.
Well, we appreciate you, brother. We love you. We definitely look. I ain't gonna see. I'm gonna watch you on the battlefield. That's what I want to see, because it's gonna be devils falling left and right on all sides, bro. We really appreciate you and coming up with the term African insurrection music. You know, Brothers Keeper was doing music that we couldn't classify because it didn't have a classification for it. And y'all took the music that y'all was doing and turned it 100% into war music to save our race. So at the same time, we had one group doing African insurrection music, but it ain't had no name. We got you saying, nah, we got to have a name for what we doing, and you call it African insurrection music. And then we have all the forces that can come together and say, yo, that's a concept we can work with. And now what it's building is an infrastructure of music, vibrations, and sound from African people that's saving our race. And you at the heart and the center of being there to make it happen. So, brother, we love you. We appreciate you. We definitely know we're going to see you with your God and your gun on the battlefield.
Yes, sir. Love you too, brother. Salute.
All right, salute. Brothers and sisters out there, do me a favor tonight, too, or tomorrow. It's going to be late tonight, so it might be too late. I want you to go write this down. I want you to go on YouTube and put God and My Gun by United Front. And I want you to watch that video this brother put together in Uganda. It's one of the most powerful videos I've ever seen. I love the song, love the concept, love the video. That's what our children should be getting. And for the young people, you like it gangster, it don't get no more gangster than that. Let's go to our anonymous call. You live on Warner Horizon. Anonymous, going once, going twice. All right. 6324, you live on Warner Horizon.
Good evening, brother. This is Brother Barnes calling from Norfolk.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey. How you doing, warrior?
All right, praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey. I don't have too much to say. Just I'm doing all right. Just definitely wanted to call in, and it's good to hear that you're doing all right.
Hey, man, it's good to hear from you. And I saw Sister Yaya. I was about to come to her, but she dropped. So I don't know if she had to go to bed or had to do something else, but I was going to come to her. But, man, brother, been a long time since I heard from you, but I haven't forgotten you, and I'm glad to see you still in the pocket, and I really appreciate you calling up with the support, brother.
Absolutely.
BB Fahodier. All right, 0468. You live on Warner Horizon.
This is my first time calling. I'm familiar with the language, but I appreciate your positivity. Stay with it, my brother.
Thank you so much, sister. Where you calling us from?
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, that's beautiful, sister. We appreciate that. My mother actually went to school in Richmond, Virginia, so you stay strong down there in Richmond. Thank you for the support. We definitely see you on the battlefield.
Definitely. Praise the Lord.
All right. All right. Got my brother from Chi-Town in the house. Come talk to me, bro.
I'll be your holy and praise Nat Turner and to that beautiful black woman that was with him in the field, his wife. All glory be to Marcus Garvey and to that beautiful black woman that taught Sean Jacques Dessalines how to combat fight.
That's right.
Appreciate that.
That's right.
And I've been waiting. I got so much to say, but I'm going to keep it short. I read one of the articles that was written on Doctor, and one thing stood out to me. It says that you also advocate for the supremacy of black men above black women. And I found it odd because I listen a lot, and nowhere did I get that, and nowhere did you say that. You always say black man, black woman together as a family, and that's one of the reasons why you and us combat homosexuality, because we believe in the black family. Black man, black woman equals a black child, and it can't be no other way. So that right there in that article, I felt was an outright lie. And also, when you was reading the emails, another thing stood out. You said it was a person talking about Marcus Garvey, and I thought that was odd because it's like he's taking our hero to say that he was for everyone when he absolutely was not. He taught race first, and race first, to my last recollection, Marcus Garvey was a black man, African man, and that means race first was African people. So how can you take somebody that advocated race first and put it to you? It doesn't make any sense. And I always want to tell you this. A few weeks ago, when we was talking about if we want to bring people to the African conscious community to let them see about Uncle Tom. And I want to point out that at the end of that movie, when the guy was reading that book, he was reading the Confessions of Nat Turner, but he was reading the Confessions of Nat Turner by Myron Stipe, the wrong one. Instead of the Confessions of Nat Turner by Thomas R. Gray. And I want to point that out. Whenever anybody say look at Goodbye Uncle Tom, let them know that the guy that reading the book at the end of that movie, that's the wrong Confession of Nat Turner at the end of that movie.
Yes, sir.
He's reading the one. He's reading the wrong one, the homosexuality version of the book.
That's right.
But I just wanted to let the first time readers know. They call you Irritated Genie. I want them also to understand that there's another book out there by Jacob Carruthers. His book, Irritated Genie. Read. Don't just become information jockeys. Use information that you acquire, and use it to the advancement of our people. Me personally, I feel that we have been misled by our leaders. Our leaders have made us become passive. We always ask for everything. We say, well, can we have this? Can we have that? And I was looking at, I've been downloading the lectures left and right, and I'm on Black Business Part 2. I'm on the part where you talk about the New York City draft fight. And you were talking about how after slavery, we started building on our own. We started doing things on our own, and that's what it has to be. You can't just sit back and just say, well, we need this, we need that, we need that. Do it. I want to curse so bad, but I just want to say, do it yourself. Do it yourself. Learn the trade, learn the education, and do it yourself. Don't, because we act like little kids. We act like little children. They're always asking, I want to curse, but
all asking their parents, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have that? And it's irritating so much to the point that I just want to say, who are you following? Who taught you how to ask everything you want?
And let me do this, bro. We got a lot of callers, so we definitely get your point, but I do want to move on because we got a lot more callers to get to.
No problem. I appreciate everything. I stand behind you, all right?
All right, appreciate it, Soldier.
BB
for Hodier. All right, now. And download those things, brothers, and share them and get other people to download them. It's an unlimited amount of downloads. Push it out there as much as possible. Get the word out. 9898, you live on Warner Horizon. A BB for Hodier, my sister.
Praise that Turner and glory be to Garvey.
Yes, ma'am.
For one, I just wanted to thank you for the work that you do, Brother Genie, because, like Baba Rudy said, you're on the front lines doing the necessary work to liberate black minds, and it's not easy. I'm going to keep it short. I was talking to my king earlier, Brother J-Mo, when I spoke to him this weekend. I said, by any means necessary, we have to protect and defend this brother. Like, it's not going down like that. It's just not. So I usually don't call in. I'm usually quiet, but I said, no. Got to show this brother some love because he do too much. I watched a couple of your lectures, and I kind of had to take a step back, and it was like, whoa, it's getting it's heavy. So I couldn't imagine, how you feel when you're doing the research on some of this stuff. But we support you 100%, brother, and we'll definitely be buying some books from Baba Rudy.
Thank you so much for saying that. That really warms my heart. I want to talk to that brother tomorrow and feel his spirit climb. If he tell me 10 people bought some books, he made, sold $1,000 and stuff, I'm going to be so disappointed. I might say, forget it. Close down the doors. No more radio. No more nothing. So I want him to get overwhelmed when he says, brother, I want to have a smile on his face through the phone tomorrow, and I appreciate you for supporting that process, sister. We appreciate you.
All right, BB for Hodier, warrior.
A BB for Hodier. That's a sister, man. Sister and brother like that together, we can't lose. 7730, you live on Warner Horizon.
A BB for Hodier, if I said it correctly.
Yes, sir, you did. How you doing, Soldier?
Yes. Before I ask the question, I'd like to give praise to Marcus Muzai Godfrey, born in St. Anne's, Jamaica, 1877, died in 1940, and give praise to Nat Turner and his insurrection this month of August. He was born 1800, died 1830 in the month of November. And that I'm going to conclude on that to save time.
All right. You said you wanted to ask a question?
Yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. How long has Warren Rise been in existence, Irritated Genie? That's my first question.
Since April 2010, so that's 11, 12, 13, a little over 3 years.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. April 2009. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 years.
Okay. I was hearing some audio from I guess certain Europeans were saying black bastards. Am I right? Because it was kind of hard to hear from the phone.
Yeah, they was calling us all kind of N-words and all that stuff.
Okay. One question, because I didn't know you worked for that department, because I've only been tuning in consistently for like a few months now.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend told me that you did work there. I was going to show you still did work there at the time before this happened.
Yeah, that's how it happened, because I worked there.
Okay. All right, well, moving on. In regards, that one thing, is your name African? Your real name?
Yeah, all my names are African.
Oh, okay. See, one thing out of the bunch, some of us got slave names. You got the actual African. Nice.
And I'll say something, and I really appreciate you saying it, because I never say this, but one thing I'm really happy about, I'm glad when they going out there exposing me, that they either give me my title, the Irritated Genie, or my African name, which is really my African name. So I'm like, there ain't no Negro name in there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you said it, because I was hoping somebody, honestly, I was quietly saying it. I said, usually when they expose somebody, they give them a name, it's a devil name they got. But all my names are African, and I feel real proud about that they can put me on blast, but they put the African on blast, because Ayo Kimanthi was a warlord too, and I can wear his name proudly. So next time I'm going to pray to Ayo Kimanthi for him to come forward and give me something too, brother. You got anything else for us?
Yes. In regards to the work, because Angela posted this page, Facebook, about the work you've done with all the DVDs. I had to give you credit for most. I haven't really watched all your work until I saw one complete work with my Black business.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of time put into that, I mean, that's kind of worth all the money. I mean, that was very well presented in a very 2-hour flick to point out the my Black business. I give you credit for that.
Well, let me say this, bro. We got to move on, but definitely appreciate that endorsement. If you have the money and the resource, please contribute to Baba Baruti tonight or by tomorrow, so I can call him tomorrow evening and find out you got that $100 contribution. Not even contribution, to get something, and we definitely see you on the battlefield. All right, brother?
Okay. For the brother, if he has books, Mom Baruti, is there any way besides email? Because I know that has a bookstore, and I did tell her about certain people with certain books. If she could probably talk with these people about having some of their books, because it's like I said.
I tell you what, let me do this. I don't have time to go through the long song and dance. What you do, go to the website. First, find out if the people want to carry their books. Then talk to them and then work it out like that. And then go ahead and purchase your stuff online. Give that contribution to the work that's being done. And definitely call back next week. We see you on the battlefield. All right, soldier?
All right, thank you.
All right. 3559, you live. And brothers and sisters, if you can, we're trying to move it on here. Not trying to rush, but we got a lot more people. And I'm making sure everybody, since y'all are showing love to us, we're going to make sure we show love to you by allowing everybody to get what they want to say in here tonight. 3559, you're live on Warner Horizon. 3559. Going once. Going twice. All right. Let's see. 8282, you live on Warner Horizon. 8282. 8282. Going once. Going twice. All right, let's see. 6433, you live on Warner Horizon. 6433. 6433, going once, going twice. All right. 7592, you live on Warner Horizon. And let me make sure this thing still works. Yes, sir. Oh, hold up. Hello?
I'm ready.
Say it again.
I said Black liberation, glory to God, we praise Him at times.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm telling everybody out there, I'm mad. This Bama, I'm going to call him what he is. This is a Bama right here. This Bama, he's still my man though, because my man $100,000. This Bama too busy to call up here and give us the brother Jeff love. Everybody be calling and asking me, man, what happened to brother Jeff? Because everybody look for brother Jeff to cuss somebody out when the chance come. But like I said, when the beef hit town, you always know who got your back because the Warriors come in town. Come on in here, holler at the folks, man. Holler at them. Jeff?
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I need you to say a favor. If I could be the last call, or the second to the last call, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can do that.
I got a couple of things I need to ask you. And the Queen won't hear me ask them to you, but I'm not in the house right now.
Okay, all right, that's what I do. I make you the last call. Don't let me forget to come back to brother Jeff and make him the last call on the line. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. All right, bro.
All right, bro. Thanks.
Peace. 1213, you live on Warner Horizon. All right, then. Appreciate that. Can I get a one? Praise and that turn to glory to Garvey?
Oh, yeah. Be before the praise and that turn to glory be to Marcus Garvey.
Thank you, my brother. We appreciate you. We definitely love you. We see you on the battlefield. All right. 2259, you live on Warner Horizon. 2259. 2259, going once, going twice. 8438.
Praise Nat Turner, glory be to Garvey.
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
All right. I was just listening. I just want you to keep up the good work.
All right, where you calling from, brother?
Calling from California. This is the last of the Black Nation.
Yes, sir. Now look, because I heard that accent. I said that brother sound like he from Oakland or the Bay Area or something like that.
Yeah.
I know that accent. You don't mess that one up anytime. You hear a cat from Oakland, you know where he coming from, man. Appreciate the call and support, soldier.
All right, for sure.
All right, and look, check it out. I don't know when, but something in my spirit is telling me we done been south, we done been on the east, we done been in the Midwest. Something is telling me before this year's out, we're going to be on the West Coast coming and dropping them bombs. So we're going to be out there live for the people and our brothers and sisters on the West Coast. We can bring the gangs together, bring everybody together, let them just get a shot at Irritated Genie so I can hit that west side. We get them things cracking on that side, and look forward to seeing you there when we get there. All right, soldier?
I'll be there.
All right. Yeah, we're going to hit that west side. 3035, you live on Warner Horizon.
Hi, just listening. I bought some books and DVDs from Aquaban House already.
Oh, my shit. So, wait a minute, hold up. You telling me you spent $100 already you done already done it?
Yes.
This what I need.
Spent, like $60. I wasn't able to spend $100.
Okay, but you did what you had to do. This what I want to do for you. I want to send you something in the mail for doing that, because that warms my heart. You did it while you was already on the line. You spent what you had. Send us an email to liberation@warnthehorizon.com. Give us your address if you can, and I'm going to just send you out something as a token of appreciation. Really appreciate you doing that. All right, sister?
Liberation at
warnthehorizon.com.
So I'm spelling it out, right?
I'm sorry?
I said I spell out the whole War on the Horizon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. This is your first time tuning in?
No, I tune in regularly, but I just don't usually speak.
All right. Well, we appreciate your support. We definitely love you, sister. We see you on the battlefield. Sister Winner, she said she ain't had time to wait for the program to be over. Support time is now, and the time to support is right at that moment, and she did what she did. 0630, you live on Warner Horizon. 0630. 0630, going once, going twice. All right, 7038, you coming live in here on Warner Horizon.
I'm just listening, but I always enjoy your program. I look forward to it every Monday.
All right, well, then give me a praise Nat Turner and glory to Garvey.
Praise Nat Turner and glory to Garvey.
Thank you for tuning in, sister. We appreciate you tuning in and enjoying the program, and we hoping that it's giving you information you didn't have, and it's uplifting for you. We love you. We definitely see you on the battlefield. All right, my sister?
Absolutely.
All right. Bibi Fahodier. Calling from an anonymous line. You live on Warner Horizon. Anonymous. Going once. Going twice. No cell. 1023. You live on Warner Horizon. 1023. All right. We got another 1023 line. You live on Warner Horizon. All right, they just listening. You got the family listening, so they got to have two lines on. 9473, you live on Warner Horizon.
Bibi Fahodier, praise Nat Turner. I'm sorry, praise Nat Turner, glory to Marcus Garvey. You all get it mixed up, but, I think everybody gets my point. Basically, I had just found out, it was weird how I found out about the whole thing. We were supposed to be getting together, doing a show. I sent you an email saying, couldn't quite do it, didn't hear anything back. I just happened to check in on the page, and I was like, why are these crackers on the page for? They normally up here, and then I just somehow later found out. But basically, I just want to say, everybody keep y'all's head up. It'll be, this is just what comes with territory. No, I just personally have the belief that black nationalists, typically, I really don't think they will last. They last all that long in white corporate America. I've just never seen it happen. you know, I'm going through this thing as well as, you know, recent graduates, you know, if you weren't down with, you know, certain things, you just, you know, you have to do a lot of bootlegging and kind of climb up that ladder. And if you don't, then you won't get paid. And that's just the way, you know, it goes. And that's all I, you know, want to say. And, you know, to address a larger issue, if we could just get, you know, more Pan-African, Black nationalist brothers and sisters out here, you know, if they got their own businesses, speak up, you know, and get us some jobs, you know, out here, because I'm kind of tired of going through the same thing you're seeing other people. You got to wonder if you should say this, if you should say that, if you should wear this to work, if you should do that to work.
And let me ask you,
it gets kind of tiring.
And let me ask you a question. Do you have your own business?
Well, I'm trying to work towards that, you know. I'm a licensed barber, you know, so I'm trying to start a cosmetologist as well. So I'm trying to get something started up on that end.
I'm sorry. I was thinking that you owned the store, so I'm sorry. I was making a mistake.
Oh, no, I was, you know, and I don't, but, you know, just for anybody that, you know, we should all, you know, keep trying to work towards that, and that's part of the reason I'm working towards that is it, you know, is because it's things like this, you know, they can control the jobs, you know, they can control pretty much, you know, anything. If we had our own business and somebody had this website, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Wait, that's true. Were you the sister that was going to bring us into Norfolk?
I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
Somebody was going to bring us down to Norfolk. I thought that was you. That might not have been.
I didn't say that one more time.
We had somebody that was going to bring us into Norfolk to do a lecture.
Oh, no. But, you know, I have it's a lot of contacts down there. That's the original area that I'm from, Portsmouth, and, you know, the Black nationalist community is pretty strong, you know, down that way.
All right, but let me do this.
You know,
no problem. We do have some folks going to bring it down there soon. I thought you was a sister, but we definitely appreciate the call and support, and we'll definitely see you on the battlefield, sister.
All right.
All right. All right. Praise Nat Attorney, glory to Garvey, 2905. 2905. Going once, going twice. And the sister makes a good point. If I didn't have to be working for the Devils, none of that would have been happening. 1244, you live on Warner Horizon.
Shay, BB Fahodier, brother.
BB Fahodier.
This is Brother Bilal Sankofa calling out of Phoenix, Arizona. Brother, two things I want to say. I'll try to be as short as possible. My spirit is real heavy, particularly after listening to the little baby say, "Thanks for teaching me." So I've been tore up since hearing the little baby say that. But it's something I believe that's on my spirit I really would like to say, because when I first heard this story affected my spirit. I don't know you personally. I don't know none of these brothers out there personally. I'm on the West Coast. I'm on the battlefield. Not a part of no group, movement, or nothing, just warring out here against these beasts on a daily basis. When I heard this story, I've been following you for a minute, listening to all your stuff, checking you out. You hit my page on Facebook one day and said that you had looked at my page and keep doing what I'm doing. You know, that was good. I don't do nothing for...
Oh, yeah, you the brother. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you. Yeah, man, you the brother who's putting it down on Facebook, man. I don't really get around on Facebook, but, yo, I don't join pages, but you was putting it down. You was putting all the good information out there. I'm happy to meet you, brother.
Pleasure's all mine, brother. And I'm trying to go fast. I'm from Chicago. I live in Arizona, but I'm from Chicago, so I talk fast, so this won't be difficult for me. But this affected my spirit in such a way. I don't know any elders personally in my life. So I sent Brother Baruti a message, and when something affects my spirit to this way, I felt that I needed to talk to somebody. And I shot him a message in his inbox about what my spirit was feeling. And the thing was, just how the article was written and seeing all the things that people was out there saying. And I didn't want to speak on nothing because my spirit, put me in a headlock, hold up, there's something else you need. And he hit me back with some jewels, man. I don't mean nothing major, just, Brother Baruti, man, it's beyond beyond humble. He just hit me with some jewels, man, to calm my spirit, and I sat back and watched everything. And what I'm seeing right now, I think everybody should pay attention to it because I think it's good. A lot of skirts is being pulled up right now. A lot of people is being exposed from how they're responding to this situation, and it tells me that they are not what they have been professing to be. And this is one of those big signs that's pointing that out. If everybody would just kick back, parlay, and take notes, you will see a lot of people exposing themselves right now. A lot of so-called revolutionaries, a lot of, you know, internet gurus. I call them baby gurus. But I just want to say, brother, you got a warrior out here on the West Coast in Arizona. You know, I'm all about training. I believe this is the season. My tagline is train or die. We have to start training, and we have to let people know that the Irritated Genie is not just one. We're past the days of being able to get rid of one brother and it stops the whole movement. You have put your spirit out there. I am an Irritated Genie. And I thank you for everything that you put out there. And there's many Irritated Genies out there.
That's
These
right.
devils need to know, no matter what pressure they put on you, there's millions of us.
That's
there's
right.
many more. And I support you every way possible. I'm about to hit enter on my laptop right now. It's running a little slow. Got a $100 purchase with Brother Baruti. I have his books. I just bought them for some people that I know that may need some. And I thank you for everything you do. May the ancestors continue to guide and bless you and your entire royal family. A BB for Hodier, brother.
A BB for Hodier, man. Look, I'm ready. Look, man. Look, the cat, look. This brother have a strong look Facebook. I was going through, I was on that joint for a couple of hours, all the information he's putting out. And he called up with that warrior spirit. And I could just feel him, you know what I'm saying? He putting the loot down. He's showing the love. And he's saying what we need to hear, man. I want to know that if I'm out of here tomorrow, it don't matter. We going to win. These devils going to get the, look, they say we owe them for putting us in slavery. Haven't you heard the devil say that? You all owe us. We would have left you in Africa. I tend to agree with him, though. We do owe you. And I'm saying it's time that we pay the debt. And any interest, I believe in interest. We should just give them what they've given us. They deserve the debt plus some interest, and that's one of the brothers going to help us get it. I feel good. So I feel good, man. You can't say nothing else to me tonight, man. I feel good. 8872, you live on Warner Horizon.
A BB4?
A BB for Hodier. How you feeling, warrior?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm just, I just want to say all praise to Nat Turner, all glory to Marcus Messiah Garvey, man. Just black power, man. I love what you do, man. Me and my seeds met you in Tubman City, man. Me and my wife and my son helped him in his arms, man. The information was at the Fighting the Poltergeist lecture, man. And
yes, sir.
I've been showing that lecture to everybody, man. That lecture is changing people's lives, man. The work you're doing is changing people's lives. And these devils scared. And it's good they scared because they deserve to be scared. They supposed to be in fear. Not us. They supposed to be walking around looking over their shoulders. I'm sick of this, man. We on this Messiah complex, man. The brother seen the devil say something about you. And the first thing any revolutionary know that the devil gonna try to assassinate the character of the black man. That's the first thing they went for, assassinate your character, and all these dummies fell for it. They just fell for it. I'm like, man, come on, man. Do the knowledge, research yourself. When has the devil ever told us the truth? He lied about God, he lied about commerce, he lied about family, he lied about sex. He's a liar, he's a deceiver. That's what he do. That's what he do. I'm like, come on, man. I love what you're doing, man. I love it, man. I'm going to get the information. I'm going to spread it all everywhere I go. Like the brother said, I'm an irritated genie. We all irritated. We all frustrated. We supposed to be. You ain't frustrated. You ain't paying attention. Something's wrong with you. If you're not angry what's going on out in these streets, something is wrong with you as an African. Something is crazy in your being. Man, my name's Falachi Uhuru, man, and I support you, brother. I got love for you, man. Me and my family, my seeds. Man, my seeds look at your DVDs, man. My seeds know the words, man. My seeds get hyped when they hear your voice, man. You're powerful, man. Don't worry about nothing. The ancestors got you. I'm in D.C. Don't worry about nothing. We got you. These warriors and these warrior queens out here, we got you. We got you. Don't worry about nothing. Stay scared, and that's good. That's good. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Black power. Black power.
Black power, soldier. Appreciate that. Yo, y'all look, man, look. Y'all about to try to make me fly. I can't even walk now. I'm levitating over here, man. Brothers, that spirit, man, is there. We've been calling our ancestors' names. You can't keep saying John Jacques Dessalines and Boukman Duddy and it's just going to eventually, because we're not calling on these Negroes like Martin Luther King no more. That's why you see change. That's why you feel it. We're not calling on these coons. We ain't calling on Du Bois. We ain't calling on Trotter. We ain't calling on these ham-boning Negroes. We calling on the warriors and the sisters and brothers that fought. And now they say, you calling on me, I'm coming. Don't get scared. Get prepared. Now it's time. I feel good. I feel good. Anonymous call, you live on Warner Horizon. Anonymous call, going once, going twice.
I'm just.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
I'm just listening in.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for listening in. Could you give me one praise, Nat Turner, and glory to God?
Praise Nat Turner, glory to God. Make sure that I have my God and my gun so I can get some.
Oh, my brother Jabu. That's what I'm talking about. Look, man, the Warriors is in the house. Brother Jabu.
What's that, Soja?
Just you, man. Just you. How you feeling?
It's me, but I'm just listening, brother. You got my support. You understand what I'm saying? Let me take y'all speaker here. You got my support, and we need to use this as a learning experience to where that as we go forward, we got to understand that there's a struggle that's external to us and one that's internal to us. And we got to keep our priorities straight, get those enemies outside the ranks first, and then we can have that struggle internal so that we can keep our integrity intact. Brother, I'll see you on the battlefield.
Hey, man, you've been out there for a long time. I like watching you on the battlefield. BB48. That's brother Ajabu out of Indianapolis. That brother there is Indianapolis, the warrior, the soldier. Now, that's the colleague and comrade and brother Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, brother in the struggle. So we feel honored that the brother would contact us here tonight and show love. 0484, you live on Warner Horizon.
Oh, peace. Peter Fahodier.
Oh,
praise.
That's lit.
And what is? Oh, I ain't got to tell me what to say.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to God.
Praise to Nat Turner, glory to God in the spirit of the black. I'm in the black God. Hotel.
That's my Arkansas family. That's my Arkansas family. Look, y'all, Bama say what? This my fam. They calling us in. Yo, look, let me just say something. Yo, they fed us in the park till I was about to pop when we was down in Little Rock. This is my sister right here. Had the brothers out there, brother Cam. This sister here is 100. She official. Can't nobody tell me nothing about my sister here. They took good care of us. How the fam doing?
Oh, well, fine. Thank you. I took a couple notes. I've been listening just to make sure I had all my thoughts together. One, people been telling me to stand down, be quiet, but I ain't scared. Well, I mean, what can you take? I ain't got nothing. What can you take from me, I can't. It's just in general. Just stand down. Stand down for what? I mean, I've seen a bunch of scared revolutionaries out here right now. Let me get back to my notes before I done said something wrong. Let me see. For one thing is, I wanted to quote like a Tupac quote. How can the devil take a nigga if he's close to me? See, you got to know the people. People around here talking about ages and stuff. You got to know the people around you and you verify them. If you're community building for real, you know the people around you. You about to know they every move. You know who they messing around with. You know everything about them. You know what they eat. So before we start, well, let me keep going. All right. Okay, first off, much respect and the solidarity of your crew. I'm telling you, when I say I ain't asking Rex music standing strong, I was like, oh yeah. Without solidarity, you have no soldier. You have with no loyalty, you have nothing. So first, much respect to African insurrection music. And then I want to address the fact that as a people, we going by these unbalanced scales of this system. Of course, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Don't take anything at face value. Do your research, so then you can. And you can speculate. You can speculate about things, and you do your research. But you don't speak on no man when you don't know what the fuck when you don't know what you're talking about. You don't speak on nobody when you don't know what you're talking about. You can speculate, you can do your research, but you don't just speak on nobody when you don't know what you're talking about. And then one more thing, I guess, that's it on that. That's the end of my notes on that. But I do want to say, I'm going to calm it down now. And my daughter, the young princess, you know, now she has, I'm not saying any more bad words. Now she has such an amazing story behind her first video debut, you know, with Brother's Keeper. She has an amazing story to go along with it, you know, that will teach her so much about herself. So, I guess I end this with loyalty, you know, solidarity, stand strong. You don't speak against, I forgot who really made this, quoted this phrase, but you don't speak against your brother and sister in the struggle. You don't do that. You know, regardless of what's going on, we go by these unbalanced scales of this system. These scales are not balanced, and they never have been. You have to use mayat in this type of circumstance, and you have to, you don't do that. That has bothered me this whole time. We can speculate. You can always speculate. Do your research. You got to. But you don't speak on nothing. And we're going to stand strong anyway. It ain't but a few of us. And you stand strong until somebody is proven to be guilty. You stand strong, you know. And I guess that's it. Hey, I love y'all.
Well, look, we love you too. And I want you to tell your daughter, man, that pretty face at the end of that video, it just put a bow on a package that was so perfect, man. We love that. Everybody, when you get a chance, go check out that Ghetto Tears by Brothers Keeper video. We filmed it in Arkansas, and look at that beautiful, bright, young queen princess that comes down the slide at the end. Man, it just make that thing just feel so much better.
Oh, yeah.
So we love you, sister. We appreciate this phone call. You stayed on the line a long time, so you can get in here and give that, put your piece in there, and we definitely see you on the battlefield.
See you on the battlefield.
All right. Yo, man, the folks is in the house, man. That's fam in the house. Let's go. 6499, you live on Warner Horizon. 6499, going once, going twice. 6499. All right. Let's go to my anonymous call. You live on Warner Horizon. Anonymous, going once, going twice. 8510, you live on Warner Horizon.
Praise to Natana and glory to Marcus Garvey.
Oh yeah, Sister Atiana. No, oh, about to happen. Let's go.
I'm so happy I've been online for a long time. But about this whole business, this confirmation, I saw it on TV and I was just shocked. But here's the best thing, and I'm trying to be respectful here, so I'm not trying to call you out or anything, but I'm so glad you mentioned Dedan, because when this thing came out, I was like, what? What's his name? How do they even know it? Oh my goodness. In 2006, after years and years of wrangling with the Kenyan government, Ayo Kimanthi finally got a statue in the middle of Nairobi. And if anybody doesn't know about him, I think we should add him to the list of freedom fighters because a lot of people don't know about him. He's the one who started the Mau Mau rebellion. He was on the militant side of it. His statue, he's pictured with a rifle and a dagger because those were his last weapons against the white man. So, yay, you carry on the tradition of the freedom fighter from Kenya, a Kikuyu, who fought for the freedom of my country. So, thank you for all the good work that you do.
Thank you for that call, and you know what? I didn't even think about the fact you were Kenyan sister, so I know you can appreciate that name, Kimanthi. Oh man, this is just, I'm overwhelmed, right? Look, the first 2 hours was tight, but going into this last hour, every call is just uplifting. Sister, we love you. We appreciate you. We want you to stay in the struggle. We want you to enjoy your marriage with your husband that's getting better, and be comfortable knowing that you're making a good, positive contribution to our race. And we look forward to the day we can see you face to face and give you a hug.
Yes, indeed. Can I just say something really quickly?
Sure.
I got the DVDs, the Black Business, and just as a bonus, I got the Black Widow, and which I also immensely enjoyed. But for the Black Business one, I had to show my mother that one because this program was supposed to be about social work and all that. But my mother is a therapist. She used to work for the social system, but she got so fed up with it that she left and started her own business. So she's still new to it and all that. But I had to show her that, business and just trying to be out there and trying to do it. So I'm trying to help her with her business, and it was just a wonderful experience. So thank you again. Oh, and one last thing. I sent you a package. I know you've been getting a lot of stuff, but did you get a white package with lots of stuff and writing?
Yes, I did get it. I should supposed to contact you, but I've been kind of busy. Absolutely.
Okay, no problem. Okay, just thank you again, and it's been a wonderful show, and I'm going to continue listening. And once again, praise to Nat Turner and glory to Marcus Garvey.
And look, we're going to say that, and much honor and love to Ayo Kimanthi.
Yes, indeed, to Ayo Kimanthi.
All right.
Thank you again.
BB for Hodier. Caller from a unknown number. You live on One Horizon.
BBC Hodier, praise Nat Turner, glory be to Garvey, brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you. Wonderful, man.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, is this my brother from Honduras?
Yeah, I just want to say, man, first of all, we support you here, man. I called before, man. You got soldiers everywhere around the world. We, down here, I'm in Central America and Honduras, brother. But let me just say this one thing, man. These, you mentioned earlier in the show that the ancestors, man, how it happened, how these things happen, focusing on the anniversary of Nat Turner. And I just want to say, man, number one, man, you got these things happen for a reason. I remember I was really upset because remember this whole thing went down. It went without even saying. Before we even got into any research or anything, I already knew it was some bootlicking Uncle Tom tap dancing dude that kind of got this whole thing started. But let me just give you encouragement, brother, man. Yeah, we're in Central America here. You got brothers and warriors down here. These things happen for a reason. And, another thing, we need a good, strong, revolutionary brother to kind of be the opposite of this, this weekend we had that 50th anniversary of the farce on Washington. And so we need, somebody who's not bootlicking and a real revolutionary. And so I'm trying to say all this to say, man, I was really upset when this whole thing happened, but a queen, talked to me online. It was like all publicity is good publicity. And I'm just thinking of all the people that's probably going to wake up. It's looking kind of bad now, but I'm thinking of all the people that probably never heard of War on the Horizon, that's probably getting, your DVDs. It's going to, see the real story of the feminization of the black man. And, just looking at the bright side, brother. Number one, you got soldiers all over the world. And, I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to wake up as a result of this. It's probably looking bad now. I don't know what the situation is, but think of all the love that you're getting tonight, all the more, all the callers, people who never heard of you, that's probably going to wake up and they're going to support you financially. We're behind you. And again, all this, these sissified, these faggots out here talking all this peace and all this love stuff. We need to hear real African aggression, brother. And, again, not only is it Nat Turner's, anniversary, it was always the anniversary of the farce on Washington. And it's good to have a good, strong brother to counteract that nonsense that we had. That's all I want to say, brother.
All right, and look, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm talking about. You offered to do something, and I'm gonna tell you like this. We got our one site now, but African insurrection music needs to be the premier new explosion among African youth. And in order to do that, we gotta have a banging out the box website designed for music, downloads, listening, content, video, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you know nobody can help us get something like that done, but if you do, my brother, I want...
Brother's done. I talked to brother Monty.
Yes, sir.
Once the heat dies down a little bit, we get our ducks in order. It's already done, man. You don't even have to finish asking.
There it is, my brother.
All right, man. BBC Odia.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
We sent all our stuff online so it can be downloaded. I want you to do me a favor if you can, because you're in a Spanish-speaking country, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm in Honduras.
Okay.
I'm kind of like you, man. I don't know if you know,
there's a base down here, man. I'm kind of agent. I put that in quotes. I'm joking, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm an agent down here myself, right? But yeah, I'm in Spanish-speaking country, brother.
All right. If you can find somebody that is safe to do this with, we want to translate our lectures. Now that they're out there for free, what the heck? We want to translate them into different languages. We want to get the feminization of the black male out there in Spanish with subtitles or just redone in Spanish so that brothers and sisters in different countries that don't speak English, only speak Spanish, can get it. We want it in French or whatever. So if you know somebody that can do that, let us know, or whatever the case may be. But I just want to throw that out there too. We definitely see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I know quite a few people. It's done deal, man. It's gonna take some time to get our ducks in order, but it's done. Just don't even worry about that. That's the least of your worries, brother.
All right, my brother.
All right.
BB for Hodier.
Sure.
Brother calling from Honduras. Look, y'all Bama's ain't got nobody calling from Honduras. What? That's how you say, got my brother in Honduras. That's what I'm talking about. 5836, you live on One Horizon.
BB for Hodier, praising that turn, and glory to Marcus Garvey. How you doing, soldier?
Doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm all right. I just want to let you know, that you're doing good work. You're planting seeds, and you're doing your thing. And like you say, it just happened to be on the day of Marcus Garvey, not Marcus Garvey, but Nat Turner Day. And I also looked up, that was the day Haitian Revolution started. So, hey, it's a war going on. The name of your site and the name of your company is right, War on Horizon, because it is true. So I just want to let you know, I support you, and I've been trying to put out your work, or at least hit people to what you're doing as much as possible. So I just want to say keep doing your thing, Irritated Genie.
All right, bro. We love you. BB for Hodier. Stay strong. Keep fighting. We see you on the battlefield. 4048, you live on One Horizon. 4048. All right. And I just want to remind brothers and sisters, the way you let us know how much you support and appreciate us, go online, AKobenhouse.com, AKOBENHOUSE.com. Buy at least $100 worth of items and materials for your home, for your friends and family. And that tells us here, when I talk to Baba tomorrow, Mama tomorrow, that tells me that the support is real, that y'all really do love us, and it's not just lip service. And that will do more to lift my spirits than anything else you think you can do, because I don't have what I can have to help them with all that they've helped us before. But this would be my way of contributing and giving back. And you would do it for me where I fall short, and that would warm my heart and keep me on the battlefield, giving it to them, all barrels loaded. 4792, you live on One Horizon. 4792. BB for Hodier, my brother.
Yes, sir. Brother Kaba. How you doing, brother?
Oh, hold up. Now, before I eat, I'm just going to give him I'm not even going to give him the whole thing, but my brother ain't going to call up without me at least giving him a smidgen of some. Listen, y'all, if y'all think y'all got Bama's that can sing in y'all town, I'm telling you now, them Bama's might be all right, but they just all right. Let me show you what a real black man supposed to sound like when he sing a song. I'm just going to play a little bit, though. Don't ask me for too much, but I got to play a little bit of this right here. That's all they get tonight. What's up, my brother Kaba?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Just wanted to, I know you got a lot of people on, just wanted to show my support, say that we're with you. And, if you weren't doing the right thing, the devil wouldn't be doing the right thing.
That's right.
That's basically, they're doing what they do because you do what you do for us. We appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you for everything that you do, for getting the word out, for staying strong, for keeping that spirit of the warrior, the uncompromising spirit alive. People like Dr. Khaled and others. We definitely need that. We definitely need somebody who is going to be a catalyst for brothers and sisters all over the world
and let them know as a reminder that being strong, being African, being bold, you know, is the way to go. And we need people like that, a parliamentarian of sorts, you know, somebody to kind of hold the line. You know, and everybody's not going to hold the line, but we definitely need people out there that'll be an example for everybody else. And for those who may be, you know, thinking about it, for those who may be a little weak in the knees, for those who may be faltering and need a little reminder, you know, it's brothers and sisters like you who we have always had in our community. You know, Steve Coakley said that we're the only group of people that repudiates its militant element. And that's an unfortunate situation, but it's a situation that we find ourselves in. But in spite of that, you still keep going forward. And this is only the beginning, brother. I just wanted to say that. Get off the line and let other people get on. And again, I say, BeautyOfWomyn, glory to God, and praise in that term.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, brother. Let me tell you something, y'all. I'm being honest, man. You know, outside of my original African Insurrection music crew, I ain't one of the people that like a whole bunch of people. I just don't get around like that. It just ain't my thing. This brother, man, when Sister Coley Williams put this brother in my ear, told me to hear this brother, man, oh, man. Once I heard this brother and I heard that song Africans, it was over. I just, nothing else I can say. This brother is a real warrior, peaceful on the outside, but nothing but the heart of a lion on the inside. We love that brother. So let me just read. I got a message here from our folks. Pause and tell the listeners to take note of phone numbers on the voicemails in case they want to return the Yeah, I did hear them phone calls from the devils in the beginning. Also, let the listeners know the One Horizon line is being bombarded by hate callers, so most times your voicemail will be full. So email us. Yeah, email us, brothers and sisters, because if you call us on the phone, it's hard for us to respond because until this period of time is gone and we don't get nothing but cracker devil hate, we can't even record it no more. Just so much. We just delete them now, but it's hard to delete them because they come, so we can't even pick up the phone. So that's all we want to say. 7486, you live on Warner Horizon.
Happy for Holiday and praise to Nat Turner and glory to God. How you doing, Brother Genie?
Hey, my spirits are high. My sister called me. I feel your spirit already. You got something good to say. I'm feeling good.
I sure do. Only your sister calling me from H-Town. I met you in February. I know how you doing. You're doing great right about now, but pretty much the way I felt when I got the news after news yesterday, so I don't really, get into the crappy news like that. But I was on my phone and I got the email blast today saying that you were going to respond, but I got the word yesterday when I was searching on my email page, and I was like, well, would you look at that? Pretty much the way I feel is, we did it, and we did it through you. This was inevitable. It was going to happen regardless because, that just comes with the territory, like I heard another one of the sisters say. So, brother, keep on doing what you're doing. You got my support most definitely down here in the H. There's not a whole lot of us down here, but I'm steady, recruiting and everything that I get from you. In my own personal studies, I definitely try to pass along to other brothers and sisters. And, one thing, I can't say that I was too shocked or surprised, because I was on Warner Horizon on Facebook today, and I was going in on some crackers and some Negroes, for sure. But, it's always disheartening to me because it was a brother on the page. It had been all kind of, really harsh, language and insults and, racial slurs being thrown all the way across the page, until it got to me. And everything that I said, was pretty much objective. It was factual information. And, I pretty much gave my opinion and my response, based off the fact that, I had been able to, not only have I been following your work since last year, but I was able to meet you personally as well as, Brother Body Shots, as well as, the brothers from United Front.
And everything that they were saying, everything that has been depicted about you in the news, you know, is just totally false. And it's based off of a lot of propaganda and a lot of ignorance. And what I want people to do is before, you know, you get to questioning, you know, if, you know, you're an agent or, you know, what, you know, somebody's true intentions are, is just pay attention to the language and the dialogue that they use. And then the people that are doing the accusing or doing the insulting, pay attention to their dialogue. Because just like, you know, a lot of other brothers and sisters said, they're revealing themselves. And the thing is a lot of white supremacists have been really, I kind of feel like they're doing all of this on purpose. You know, I feel like they're trying to start something from Trayvon Martin to Paula Dean to, you know, all of this stuff that's been, you know, coming up in the news recently. You know, it's getting people fired up, which is, you know, to some people you can look at it as a bad thing, but this is inevitable. You know, it's supposed to happen like this, just to get young people like myself and other people, even the elders, you know, to wake up and to really, you know, try to take our communities back. So, you know, I don't want to, you know, go in so I can go in forever, but I just want to thank you. I want to tell you I'm supporting you. I will definitely be supporting Baba Baruti.
Thank you.
And buying some books and everything. So thank you so much, brother. It's always a pleasure to listen to you, to watch your work, and everybody that has something to do with you. And, you know, keep some coons out your circle, you know, and out of the way. I know I don't have to tell you that, but, you know, that just goes for everybody. You know, keep that self-hatred and them coons out your circle. You know, you can give a message, but you can't save everybody. So, you know, that's what I'm doing down here in the H, and everybody do the same.
All right, we love you. We appreciate you, sister. We definitely see you on the battlefield.
See you on the battlefield.
Ain't no punks in Houston. I don't know what you heard. Down Fifth Ward, baby. That's how they go. Yes, sir. The water is 7392. You live on One Horizon. 7392. Going once, going twice.
Oh, I'm here. Hold on.
Uh-oh, look, the brother said, hold on, slow down now. Okay, yes, sir.
First of all, I'm going to say I'm the other half of the sister that called in and identified as an elder, okay?
Yes, sir. Can I get a praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey?
Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey.
Yes, sir.
You know, I told her, first of all, you know, I'm proud of the fact that you're from D.C. I'm from D.C. myself, you know. I graduated from Eastern High School there back in 1969. So I've been through a lot of discussions on the conditions of black people in this country and in the world. And I will say, I think that your delivery and your analysis is impeccable. And, you know, I think you hit on something with the brother in the Honduras, because not only in Honduras, but all over the planet where there's folks, you need to get these translations done. And more importantly, here in this country, we have to figure out a way to get this information in the homes of our people. It's not going to happen in public education. And you really can't depend on the internet. But if we can get into the fabric of our families, it might even help to reinstitute the black family in this country. So I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I think the young sister that was on before, she was talking about a lot of things showing up in the media. I think she hit the nail right on the head. You know, a lot of stuff is being perpetrated, you know, with these race issues, because there's a plan behind all of that. But I just wanted to say we appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. And Hotel.
Hotel, we appreciate you. We love you, Elder, and we definitely see you on the battlefield. I'm going to tell you the strangest thing. I listen to the sister and this brother. They must eat right and be doing well, because neither one of them sound like nobody's elder. I'm thinking they both like younger than me, the way they sound. I mean, they sound so, so polished and so, I'm like, man, it felt bad calling them elder just now, because I'm like, I don't know if they telling the truth or not, or they just trying to be fancy on here and say elder, but they sound young. Maybe it's just the spirit in them that's rising and high, but we really appreciate it to know that we have people who been here a little longer than us, done more than us, but they appreciate the fact that we trying to do the best we can in our own humble way to be an extension of our ancestors. We love y'all. We appreciate you. And we want people to do what they say. Take that work. Y'all ain't got to wait for no permission. If you speak another language, start translating it. Put the titles on. Get it out there. Do what needs to be done. So like the elders say that we don't have to worry about the internet. Get it right into the brothers and sisters' houses and people start organizing to do something different to save our race. 3720, you live on Warner Horizon.
Hey, Brother Genie, this is Sister Adenike. How are you?
Hey, sis, how you doing?
I'm great. All praise be to that sin and glory to Monty Woodgrain.
Yes, ma'am.
Brother, I just wanted to commend you for unapologetically putting your life on the line to teach our people to unify, fight against our enemies, to take back our communities, and to love our black selves. And I just want you to know that your family out here in EO, New Jersey, love you, and don't stop doing the work of our ancestors. And you know, and I know you know that we got you on all sides. Forget just your bag, we got you on all sides, brother.
Well, we love you, sister. It really warms my heart to hear that. We definitely see you on the battlefield.
Okay, brother.
BB48. Man, that's all the love one black man need. 9180, you live on Warner Horizon.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm sorry, this is my first time ever calling in. This is my first time actually listening to your radio show. I'm calling from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
And I want to say, by chance, I just so happened to come across your Predators and the Myths video on YouTube, and that's what attracted me to you and your message. The passion in your speech kind of reminded me of Dr. Khalid Muhammad. And I just love that brother. And I want to say that I appreciate you. I appreciate the message that you are putting forth out there to our people. And we need more like you. We need more that are not afraid to speak out and not be afraid of repercussions of bringing our people closer together. I did go on your site and downloaded all of your videos, saved them to my hard drive. I'm going to be sending them to my son. He's away in college right now. But like I said, I just want to say I really appreciate it. And I was really upset. I don't get upset about a lot of things, but I was upset because by chance I just so happened to go on my CNN app on my iPad and I saw the story. And it really ticked me off. That so much that I had to share it on Facebook. I'm like, I can believe it, but I can't believe it. And I applaud you not responding to their ignorance because that's all they wanted. They just want to get you and to crucify you publicly, and we don't need that. And I appreciate your strength. And like everyone has said, you have supporters everywhere. And you're not in this fight alone because there are lots of us, and more of us need to come together and stand behind you and support you and speak out against everything that's going on. Just want to say thank you.
Well, thank you, sister. We really appreciate that. We love you. We'll definitely, Salt Lake City, we'll see you on the battlefield. Thank you so much, sister. Sister, warm my heart. And you know, I'm hearing all these sisters speaking tonight, and so I want to play a song. We're going to take a quick break. It's a real short song. Brothers and sisters, don't hang up on me. I got my brother Makti. I got my brother the Black Almond from Sudan. I'm coming to you in a little bit. Stay on. I'm not going to drop you. We're going to make a quick song, but listen, that's what the brothers and sisters are saying. They say we got to free our minds. And, you know, they said if you free your mind, then your behind will follow. This is our sister Jasira with Freedom. Seven 112. Going once, going twice. All right. 9199, you're live on Warner Horizon. 9199. Going once, going twice. All right. 7795, you live on Warner Horizon.
BB for Hodier.
BB for Hodier.
Praise to Nat Turner and glory to Marcus Garvey.
Yes, ma'am.
I just have a really quick, sincere question, and it may have already been addressed because I listened to the first hour and had to step away the second hour, and I picked back up the third hour.
Mm-hmm.
The question that I've been hearing a lot of people ask is, and you may not even want to give the energy to, answering this question, but people are wondering why you weren't more transparent in the past with the fact that you did work for the government. And, you may say, well, that's my business, but people are like, well, he could at least say, yeah, I work for the plantation, the ultimate plantation, I work for the government, it is what it is.
No, that's an excellent question. Here's the thing. One, I didn't want to go back and work there. I wanted to be on my own, but the bootlegging sent me back there. But two, okay, it's one thing that I got in there and I haven't said anything. But if I go and tell people where I work, then what that does at my job, it gives them a legitimate justification to say, he's out here doing this political thing, but he's talking about this being his job, so then they can say, I have endorsed it too. Then they have a legal means to say they can go ahead and get rid of me. And also, it would just be dumb for me to go out there and tell people if I'm going to do this, that I'm doing it. That would be kind of stupid because I would be telling them what I'm doing so that they could then easily, when I'm going around there, I would be snitching on myself. It's like, it would be like saying to Nat Turner, why would you not tell us that you work in the big house? You don't need to know I work in the big house. All you need to know is that if I got something that can help you, it helps you. If I get it from the big house because the master liked me for some reason, it don't really matter to you with that. That's not really a concern. And lastly, I did tell everybody. Everybody knew me knew. It's not something that most people do if you're doing this kind of work. There's almost nobody that's doing this work that has a job that goes out there and tells somebody that, because the reality of it is unscrupulous Negroes and Uncle Tom's would call your job and get you fired. I mean, it's just, it's pretty simplistic. It's like anybody that would do it would know why. It's like you wouldn't just go snitch on yourself. That's what it would have been tantamount to. But I appreciate you asking the question because it's definitely a legitimate question.
All right, well, I appreciate you. I've been a long-time follower of yours and appreciate your work. And, if the elders, the Rudy, vouch for you, those are people that I trust with my life. So, you have our support. So we appreciate you.
All right, we appreciate that. We definitely love you. See you on the battlefield. I'm glad the sister asked. Look, I'd rather a person ask me a hard question because for me, they're not really that hard. It just makes sense. But I'd rather her ask that question and not have nothing in the back of her mind so she can hear what I come out with than be holding that in the back and then not. So I'm glad she asked that question. My brother from the jet black bloodline of the Sudan. How you doing, my brother?
Habibi from ODA. Mado, the Itty Sing. All right, I'll speak English now. As you know, that's Chief, and I'm just saying, Black Liberation, good evening. How are you, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can I get one praise, Nat Turner?
I just been on for the past 40 minutes, and I realized that you're asking us to say, praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey, and I'll end that by saying, Amun. Brother, I was really just listening. I saw the article, and as you probably have always expected, it was just a matter of time. And it reminds me of when I first started calling you, and, with your title of your website, War on the Horizon. This is what I was speaking about when I first began calling and said, we're at war already. And it's not with guns. I mean, it's with livelihoods. And it's from generation to generation every time the spirit has the courage enough to fight for his own people. This is their technology. They can push a button and shut it down. We talked about that until we control our own tech. And I had no idea. I learned a lot tonight. I had no idea that you were being confused with being an agent. But the devil is so sophisticated in his social engineering. If you were, this is exactly what they would do, brother. So what I'm trying to say is there are some Caucasians. I hear you say there's some Caucasians out there, who left you some messages, and they sound like they were on your side when they were saying that, there's an effeminization of males throughout America. I think you touched on that some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some John Browns out there
but they got to prove it. And there are always going to be some Hayward Shepherds out there, and there's always going to be some Sambos too. We talked about that. They got to be dealt with simultaneously. So, brother, I've listened to the past 40 minutes. There's a lot of love coming to you, and you are the hero of a lot of adults and a lot of children. Keep it up. And when you called me Amun or Mahdi, I'm always calling myself Kordofan. Kordofan is a region of Sudan, and it's also a breakdown of a Nuba word, which is Kundufan. Okay? Kundufan, which means Kundu, which means man, and Fan, which means country. But the region or the province is Kordofan. That's where my grandfather came from. My father was born there. So Kordofan, brother. And
yes, sir. Kordofan.
Yes, Kordofan. And I tried to call the other day. You know, your line was overloaded. You said later on this evening to just shoot emails. That's what I'll do. Business is tight right now. As soon as I have an opportunity, I will call Mwalimu Barudi again and make an order as soon as I have funds to do that. Things are tight right now, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
it. Tight all of the time.
Yes, sir.
All right. So thank you for hearing me out. Like I said earlier, keep your head up. Abibi Fahodie.
Abibi Fahodie, we love you. We definitely see you on the battlefield. All right, brothers and sisters, let's kind of move on. We got about 18 minutes left. I want to get everybody in, so if you can make a quick comment or statement so that we can move on out, we really appreciate that. 8438, you live on One Horizon.
Just listening, brother.
All right, give me a praise Nat Turner, glory to God, and I'm going to let you move on out.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to God.
All right, we see you on the battlefield, soldier. 9073, you live on One Horizon.
Abibi Fahodie, praise Nat Turner, glory to Mosiah, Marcus God.
That's
Irritated Genie.
That's that Haitian warrior. Come on in here and talk to me, bro.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, man, I feel fantastic. Ayi Bobo.
Ayi Bobo, sir. Ayi Bobo. But I just want to give you my support and say that you and your organization War on the Horizon, along with Baba Barudi, you represent, how can I say that? The best information, the highest quality of information that we can have in the 21st century. You are the role model for us, the younger warriors who are in training, who want to fight this beast. You are a role model for us, you know. And you have been planting seeds. You heard you have people in Mexico, in Honduras, and I'm sure you have planted seeds all over the world, and they are growing. They are bearing fruits right now. So, I just want to tell you that your works, you have done your work, and I'm sure you will continue to do your work. And I think many people know that you are already an ancestor in training. When you will be transitioned, we will call on your name. The generation that are coming, they will call on. When we pull our vision, they will call on the Irritated Genie. Okay, so keep on doing the good work, brother. We love you. We love your family, and we hope that your bloodline will create warriors upon warriors upon warriors for the 1,000 years to come. So we can continue to fight this beast. Okay. I say we love you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Ayi Bobo.
Ayi Bobo. Man, let me tell you, that's coming from a brother who has the blood of a Haitian general and freedom fighter in his veins. And, man, he just warmed me up. He said, I'm an ancestor in training. I ain't got no problem with that. 8874, you live on One Horizon. 8874, going once, going twice. All right, 2203, you live on One Horizon. 2203, you live on One Horizon. All right. 2655, is this Freedom?
Abibi Fahodie, glory to God, we praise Nat Turner.
I greet you in the spirit of our Honorable General Khalid Muhammad. Brother Irritated Genie, how are you doing?
Hey, you know, I seen my fam, so I'm still high.
Yeah, I'm glad that I got the chance to show our support in person. I just wanted to that, I don't know if you've ever noticed, I've never called you by, your real name. Your real name is Irritated Genie, even when we have the opportunity to be in person and to build in person. I always call you Genie because just like our people have been trained or use this N-word to desensitize us to the word and what it's in fact doing to us, by only calling you the Irritated Genie, that always generates in my mind the energy and the spirit of a warrior. And for that reason, that's why I always call you Genie, because I don't want to see you as, the other person's name, the regular guy. You know what I mean? To me, you're always Genie. And whenever I talk about me, I always attribute who I am to you, Baba Baruti, and Brother Keeper, and in that order. So I appreciate you. I want to say that we were worried about you, and just your reaction to the whole situation was nothing less than what we should have expected. And I also wanted to say who would have that, our biggest help, in a sense, will come from our enemy, the Kraken. Because this Kraken now, they just don't know what they have done, is catapult War on the Horizon and African insurrection music. They catapulted us into, now we're worldwide. If we weren't before, we're definitely worldwide now. And we appreciate that, Kraken, because just like you're fighting us on all fronts, we're fighting you on all fronts. We got the Brother Irritated Genie with his lectures and his work. You got Brothers Keeper and Jasira in Memphis in the community feeding our people, working with these gangbangers to redirect their energy from hating and fighting each other to hating and fighting this beast. You got the work that we're trying to put in with our molested children. You got Baba Baruti reaching everyone through lectures and books, to negate the propaganda. Sister Shabazz doing the same thing. And then you got the entire African insurrection music family, United Front, alongside their Memphis comrades, fighting you on that level as well. So we appreciate you, Cracker, because you really helped us out with that. Directing them, putting the War on the Horizon link on the website. We appreciate that. That leads them right to us. And as Harriet Tubman said, she would have freed thousands more if they knew that they were slaves. You're helping us free hundreds and thousands more of our brothers and sisters who didn't even know that we were at war until you publicized us and blasted it all over national news. So we appreciate you, Cracker. Keep it up. All right, Jenny, so I just wanted to let you know that we support you 1,000%. You have our unwavering support, and if we're one phone call away, and even though we're in Memphis, just give us 5 minutes notice, and we'll be there.
I know that's the truth. I love you, my sister. I see you on the battlefield.
Love you too. BB48.
BB48. Man, oh man, it's cracking up. Start us something. 6440, you live on War on the Horizon. 6440. All right, let me go to my Skype caller. You live on War on the Horizon. Caller from Skype. All right. 3035. I think we came to you already. Did we already come to you?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, let me see. 4048, we already, yep. So we coming to our last call. We're going to go back to Brother Jeff. I'm going to come to you right now, Brother Jeff, and we're going to end the program on my homie from my DC homie, who ain't been here, but now that the beef is here, now I can't stop seeing him. I see him every day now because the war is here. Brother Jeff from DC.
Black liberation, bro. Praising that turn to glory to God.
Yes, sir. Black liberation. How you feeling, warrior?
I'm all right, bro. I just wanted to say, man, that I ain't surprised at all, man. I'm just hoping, man. I say I ain't surprised because I already know this was gonna happen. We already know where the source of all this is, and I just think that you was prepared already for it anyway. So, I'm just looking forward to seeing what you're gonna do after this, brother. Because I'm listening to you and reading them emails, and I couldn't cracker had you shook up. You gonna have to, man. I mean, you still a Haitian, right?
Oh, I'm still a Haitian. I ain't that kind of shook up. I usually just have a way to say F you, cracker, but this one, I ain't know what to say because he was actually a little bit correct, but they still got to get dealt with. There ain't no question in it.
Yeah, because I ain't hear none of them crackers say, Irritated Genie, I understand your work, and I'm going to do all in my power to make sure that white people pay for what they did to black people. I ain't none of them crackers say that, so therefore all of them still got to die. The kids and their dog got to die. All that, I was molested and they trying to make white people gay too. Just like, nah, we not trying to hear that. Even if y'all not gay, y'all still had slaves and y'all still invaded Africa and did all what y'all did. You got to go exterminate all of them from the planet. Like a real Haitian supposed to, because, yeah, all this email, I only understand it because I was reading my own emails, had me heated myself. And all them suckers out there, we not even, because they not even Haitian. I done heard all them conscious brothers out there who, if you're not already affiliated with the Irritated Genie, then you're not a Haitian, you're not a Maroon, you just out here talking. And I'm not on their team anyway. Some Coons got the line up also. Your dogs and kids got the die too. They agreeing with out here. When the kickoff, when we hit this battlefield in self-defense of our race, then the Coons got the die too. The black faggot in the foxhole with the white cracker, both of them gonna get it. So, and I'd rather be by myself in the foxhole shooting than have me a cracker beside me or a black faggot. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear that up for the Haitians out there, man, because I don't know. But right now, brother, I got your back 100%. Like, that's why Quasi asked me, am I one of Ayo's warriors? Yeah, I'm one of Ayo's warriors. So, that's Brother Jeff from D.C. right there, Black Liberation.
Black Liberation. And I'm going to tell you, that's why we missed that brother, because I was being facetious, but what I like about this brother, he ain't got no facetiousness in it. He cut right to the bark. And even if Irritated starts sounding like a halfway partial cooning or something, Brother Jeff from D.C. get it right back to where it's supposed to be, where it started and where, goddamn it, where it's going to end. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to get this thing done. We're going to make a world that's going to be free and independent of threats to African people. And that's what we came here to do. So, brothers and sisters, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. We know that we've had a strong program. You heard some things you liked, some things you didn't like. But at the end of the day, we didn't come here to be your friend. We came here to save you. We love you. And we'll see you on the battlefield, war on the horizon. You gotta love it.
Lost every limb in this war I'm in. Would you round them up and piece me back together again? Say a prayer over me as my soul